usual, whatever.
Shalom. H1 Chicago, back out of the day to prophesy to our people. Another Sabbath day, pre-Sabbath, the sun going down. Should be more and more to which ultimately is going to bring in the Sabbath day. From Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Which ultimately is going to bring the Sabbath day. Right now, like I said, the sun is up, but the street lights are turning on, so it's only time is ticking before the sun goes down. It will be the Sabbath. Us at H1 Chicago, we're out here on 7th Kings Drive. The prophesy to our people, man. Got the bus stop there, CTA. Got the Burger King across the street. OTJ down the street. Gas station across the street. High gas, smoking things like that.
Right.
Come out and prophesy to our people, man. It's better back to the marriage of the Most High. Because most definitely key, man. We gotta have wisdom out here, man. Because hey, man, a bunch of wickedness is going on in today's day and age, man. Jake looking shocked in the car like he ain't never seen this before, man. What's going on, man?
Right.
That's what you need to be seeing, man. Why? Because, man, you got aldermen out here, man. Not aldermen, you got senators, man. Illinois state senators, man. Out here pimping, man.
Wow.
Out here pimping, man.
Wicked.
Jake on TikTok, man, he's telling the story, man. I forgot the percent of the day his name still, hey. The senator, he was like, man, I had a crazy relationship with the dude. Jake, man, they was on a little sodomite tent, man. A little sodomite movie. And Jake was like, man, he got me doing a bunch of everything, man. My homie hooked me up, he's like, man, look, the senator said, man, he wants your number. Jake like, man, Jake not knowing what's going on. He been like, I want the senator number, man. Took the senator number, next thing you know, he got pimped, man.
Wow.
And then they said, man, after he made the video, man, a couple days passed, man, that dude TikTok white, man, the video deleted, his TikTok white.
Let's see.
Lord knows what happened to that man, man. Let's get the law of Leviticus. Let's get the law of Leviticus, man, because hey, this is what happened with our people. They come into that movement, man. Even senators moving crazy out here, man.
Right.
This ain't no United States is wicked, man. It's straight, hey, man, twisted, man.
Right.
You got senators, man, out here, man, pimping. I mean, I guess it don't mean much when your president got many felonies.
Right.
But, hey, man, senators out here pimping. Doing multiple things like that.
It's the book of Leviticus chapter 20 and verse number 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lies with the woman.
So it says if a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, man. So Jake, man, you kind of, hey, man, saying, hey, I'm dealing with the other team, man. I'm playing with the other team, doing this and that. I'm dealing with dude, man. I seen somebody, they like, hey. They was like, what's the name? It was like, look. It was like when it comes to the films, what do they call it? Most ain't dealing with these terminologies, man. It seems like they got a new terminology for the gay people every single time.
Right.
Every day, man. You got stud, next thing you got films,
right.
gyms. Like, come on, man. Most ain't dealing with those terms, man. But the dude was like, hey, he's like, hey, man, he's like the power parade. He was like the power parade. He was like, I'm dabbing up tens at the power parade.
Let's see.
Dabbing up tens at the power parade, man. Like I said, that's very sick, man. And he gonna Eve just hyping it up. Now, if Jake, what's the name? Jake grew, and straight males growing themselves like that, man, they'll look 10 times better as the gay people. Then you got Eve, man, they complain about everything, man. If Jake over here over grooming, man, they gonna be like, you gay.
See that?
So like, you can't win or lose, man. If Jake, man, you feel like you want to play for the other team, man, sleep with the same sex, do multiple things like that, just as you sleep with a woman. Oh no, hey man, you get the action there, man. And I had stuff, man. I had a Jake tell me some crazy stuff, man. Said he played cowboy. I was like, no, we at work, man. Like, first of all, why you telling me while we at work, man? Like, you like to play cowboy, man. You're a cowboy, man. You're not the cow, man. You're not the horse, you're the cowboy, man. You telling me that you're the cowboy while I'm at work. I don't want to have this conversation.
Right.
9 times out of 10, I don't want to be at work.
Yeah, right.
Not making nothing at work. You gonna tell me that you like to be a cowboy, man. You wanna do this and that, you wanna roll the boat, man. Say that you like it, it's good. And then you call yourself bisexual. Like, come on, man. You trying to play for the other team, man. The Most High said that's an abomination. You know that.
If a man also lied with mankind as he lied with the woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
You committed an abomination, man. You ultimately committed an abomination.
God.
When it comes to the Most High, man, when you lie with the same sex, man.
Right.
When you go into marriage with the same sex, you committed an abomination to the Lord, man. You must repent. You must repent, man. I remember Dad was teaching that brother. He's like, y'all stuff like, man, but he gotta repent. He's like, I ain't gotta repent. I gotta repent though. Man, that's pride right there, man.
Right.
That's extreme pride right there, man. To not only think that you ain't gotta repent at all. The only thing you gotta repent at all, even for the sins. I love our life, man. Got the long nails, this and that, moving crazy, man. And the sisters, man, y'all not safe either, man, because y'all think it's normal with this and that. Y'all feel like y'all can bump and grind, man. Kiss on each other and still call yourself straight, man. And the Most High, Most High said this.
They shall surely be put to death.
You're gonna be put to death, man. You playing with the other team, man. Hey, man. And hey, man, y'all sisters want to like that, want to WNBA. Not getting so much stream like that, man. Because Lord knows, hey, man, they be doing it with the teammates, man. Have a relation with teammates, man. Next thing you know, y'all break up and they gotta get traded for a team because y'all too easy, man. Beefing at practice. Most times not dealing with that, man.
Right.
That's why the league like that don't really thrive at a rate like that, man.
Right.
They love to push the lesbian relationships, man. Sue Bird, I forgot who she's married to. I think she's married to Diana Taurasi, I think. Not
Sue
mistaken.
Bird?
Yeah. See? Stuff like that, man. Hey, they be pushing their relationships, man. And now next thing you know, man, Illinois moving wicked, man. Got an Illinois State Center that's out here pimping people, man. That's out here pimping. Israelite, a young Israelite dude, he was 24 years old. A young Israelite male, 24 years old, man, centering an old big black bald dude, man. Pimping out a young man.
That's sick. And Salagi, the whole time, the young brother probably want the alderman number because his neighborhood jacked up, man.
Right,
There are
right,
potholes
right.
up in the streets, right? It's gunshots flying everywhere, hella liquor stores everywhere, and he want to make a difference because, believe it or not, there's young brothers out here that really trying to make a change through like the means of politics. And so he think he finna get an opportunity, and the whole time the alderman trying to get a wicked opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Trying to sleep with a man. Man. Don't make no
Sleep with
sense.
a man, man, the alderman, man, out here moving wickedness. You know, that is true, man. That's why, hey, man, you know, us as brothers of the Israelites, man, we come out here to the Lord to teach our people, man, to wake up the young money man, man.
Right.
Wake up the young money man, because like I said, man, it's brothers that really out here making a change, man, that don't want to live in today's lifestyle, man. But we know, man, hey, we know that, hey, man, sometimes, you know, brothers, they get kind of grown. They get kind of grown by their lifestyle, not even lifestyle, their environment, man. Where they kind of grown up at. You know, they always say, you look at the the documentaries, they said, man, you know, the streets, they try to recruit you as a youngin', man.
Right.
Might kind of tell you, man, you look different. Hey, man, you a different breed. I say, how you different from your partner, man? Old heads dabbing you up, man. You walk to the little corner store as a shorty. They dabbing you up, doing this and that, man. Making sure, hey, man, hey, hyping them up, man. You gonna be cold when you old, man. Next thing you know, man, you 13, they put the gat in your hand, man.
Right.
Go handle my business, young dog, man. They gonna do you like Jim Jones just told his mans, bro. He said, man, I got my young hitter, man. I ain't gonna do nothing to you, bro. My young hitter gonna hit you up, man. They said his young hitter was like 45.
He says young hitter about 45.
He's about 45.
He's a grown-ass
He's a
man.
grown man, bro.
Ain't no young hitter. It's 50.
You know what I mean,
Right.
man? But that's what they doing to our people, man. They not bringing them up in the law, statutes, and commandments unto the Most High, man. Instead of, man, teaching them Bible scriptures, man, kind of ready fringes, multiple things like that, man, they give them gat young, man, telling them to bust it, man. Telling them to bust it, man.
Right.
This is what we coming to. The scripture said that, man, we must train up a child the way he shall go, man. Acting the father, be a father unto the fatherless, man.
Right.
The scriptures are ultimately telling us this. We ultimately have to do that. All right, let's get that piece. It says being a father to the fatherless. Because you know that's key, man. Jake be like, man, you know, hey, but I ain't no dad, man. I ain't no dad, I ain't no pops, man. But it still must be key, man. As an elder, hey, people look at you as an elder figure, man. As a big brother, as a pops, as a spiritual pops, multiple things like that. And you must teach the kids when it comes to, hey, people scoffing in the comments, man, you see? They ain't on nothing, man. They ain't on nothing, man. Sorry, that's 14. They ain't nothing, man. They scoffing in the comments, man. And you see, Jake ain't got nothing better else to do on a Friday night, man.
Right.
If the brother is an Israelite or not, man, you see, if it's an Israelite scoffing, man, you should be got kept, man. You should be enjoying the Sabbath day, man. But you might be a Christian, man. Preparing the baby back ribs for Sunday dinner, man, after church.
Shit, probably the Sunday the 7th.
The Sunday the 7th, man. Prepare the baby back ribs, man. Prepare the baby back ribs, man. Bring this up.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse number 10.
Bring it out.
Be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of a husband unto the mother. So shalt thou be as the son of the Most High, and he shall love thee more than thy mother does.
So it's key that we must be a father unto the fatherless, man. Teach them the law, statutes, and commandments. It's actually a commandment that tells us, man, to train up a child the way he shall go, man. It's key, man. You might not be a physical father. That might not be your physical son, man. That could be your physical little brother, man. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta teach them, train them up as if they're a child. Because when it comes to the spirit, it comes to the truth, man. We all babes in this bad boy, man. We all must desire the sincere milk when it comes into the word, man. We all childs, man. Now as you get older and older, hey brother, you got time for the words of the Lord, man? You got time for the words of the Lord?
I'm down.
You down?
Yeah, I'm down.
You got time? You down? Oh, dang.
Yeah, if y'all respect the field, then we'll be sure to see it.
God,
All right, all
You'll be
right.
an Israelite.
you'll be Israelite, brother. Hey, what's our word, man? Hey, bring it up, man.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 18, and verse number 20.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and thou shalt show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do.
So it's 100% key, man, that we must show our people, man. Show the fatherless aid when it comes to it. And like I said, you might not be the physical father, but you gotta understand, man, as Israelites, man, a lot of our people that's not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, they consider it as the fatherless. Because they don't keep the ways of the Father, the Most High. They don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. They don't do multiple things like that. So we must teach our people, we must teach our people the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, how to keep various laws, man. Know the difference between the laws, man.
Right.
Pastors, hey, man, Christians, they tell you, man, hey, look, there's not one man that can keep all 613 laws correctly. But then what Christians fail to understand is that, hey, man, they don't even look at the categories when it comes to the 116 with the 119
It's
laws.
600.
Yeah, 613 commandments.
Yeah.
They don't even look at the category when it comes to that, man. How it's different categories, man. You got the dietary laws, sacrificial laws. You got the laws for the men, laws for the women, laws for the children, man. As a man, hey, a man don't get a flower, man. So it's specific laws how a man can be unclean for 7 days.
Right.
But when it tells you in the scriptures, man, it tells you that a woman, when she's on her flower, she's unclean for 7 days. Like I said, a man can't get a flower. And if you see a Jake, if you see a Jake or a man that's on his flower and got a beard, man, that's not a man.
Right.
Hey, Salaki, I don't know about the day now. It's day different. The way this damn mad scientist is working Esau, man, that nigga created some stuff right now. We're having
Esau,
niggas
man.
having the flowers come over. This shit is abomination.
But hey, that's what they tell you, man. But hey, that's what they tell you. Let's get Romans chapter 7. Romans chapter 7. Because, hey, man, they tell you multiple things like that. That the law, statute, commandments are done away with, man. Focus on the New Testament. Focus on the New Testament, man. You ain't got to worry about the Mosaic law, this and that. You ain't even got to worry about the Old Testament, man. Only time I dig into the Old Testament, man, is for some history.
That's crazy.
That's what they tell you. But it's one thing you can't understand is key, man. That when it comes down, let's get that precept down. I'm saying it's not one job. Because, hey, it was key that, hey, the law, statute, commandments are not done away with, man.
Right.
And we're still, in fact, supposed to be keeping them to a T, man. Saying that, hey, man, look, not one man can keep it, but you don't even know the differences, man.
Right.
You didn't even care to learn it, man. You went to a seminary school, you learned their doctrine, and they taught you that, hey, man, the laws were done away with. They even teach you the sections of laws, man.
Right.
This will help you keep, man. But this will, hey, the Most High, this is what Christ, Jesus Christ, is saying. Or, you know, Yahushua.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse number 17.
Bring it out.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Hey, so this is Yahushua saying that, man, he come to fulfill the law. He didn't come to destroy the law, but he ultimately came to fulfill. He's the ultimate fulfillment of the law. As we know that because he's the ultimate, hey, he's the saint, he's the lamb, man. He's the Most High sent, man. Going through the book of John, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the book of John. Yeah, the Lamb of God. In John 1:29, dating back to even the book of Genesis, man.
Right.
The story of Isaac and Abraham. Well, hey, when the Most High said that, hey, now I was going to provide, you know, going to provide a lamb. And you read this on that story, man. Was, hey, you know, the Most High, hey, see that Abraham was really like that, man. He was willing to sacrifice his son Isaac, man, and he ended up providing the lamb, man. Showing that the Yahushua or Jesus Christ, man, a black man, is ultimately that lamb of the Most High that came back to save the children of Israel. Came back to save the children of Israel. I should say something else.
And to die be your place.
God, and die in your place, man. Hey, that right there shows you that. But hey, the Christians tell you, man, he did, you know, hey, that he did that. Once, you know, he died, and laws, statute, commandments was done away with. Read this out.
This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse number 18.
Bring it out.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
So it says that when all are fulfilled, man, that's when the law is going to be done away with. Man. Hey, when it says that, so you understand that when it comes to the law, statute, commandments, man, that it's not done away with, man.
It's not going to.
It's not going nowhere, man. Because, hey, prophecy's still coming to pass, man. wars that's still playing out, multiple things like that, man. The law, statutes, and commandments are not done away with, man. But they teach our Christian brothers and sisters this, man. They teach them that, man. They come out here, man. Young people, man. At the fest last year, it was young brothers and sisters that was outside, man.
Right.
Bring it out. We know what they believe is the truth, man. What they learn in the Christian church, man. Now I'm trying to tell you, it's probably Baptists and multiple things like that. But this is what they taught, man. That the law, statutes, and commandments are done away with, man. And they come in ultimately, to further the face of the Israelites. Battle them, and they might not be ready at the time, man. Might not get understanding why, because they tell you, man, that, hey, the law, statutes, and commandments are done away with, man. Not only tell you that, but they tell you not even to dig into the Old Testament, man. So you're not even getting a full piece of the picture.
Right.
Yeah, appreciate about
God. This is the book of Romans, chapter 7, and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth.
So right there's Paul telling you that, amen, he's speaking to those that know the law. And that the law has dominion over a man as long as you live it, man. So it's showing you right there, man, hey, as long as you live it, as long as you have breath in your lungs, man, you're bound to keep the law.
Right.
You must keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
Right.
That right there is 100% key, man. The laws are not done away with, man. But we ultimately grow up and taught that the law, statutes, and commandments was done away with, man. Now we don't keep it. Now we keep the wicked days of this world, man. We know that.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 7, and verse number 7.
Yo.
What shall we say then? Is the law sin? God forbid. Nay, I had not known sin, but by the law, for I had not known lust, except the law has said, thou shalt not covet. But sin, taking occasion by the commandment, wrought in me all manner of concupiscence, for without the law, sin was dead.
I'm saying, hey, man, without the law, that ultimately sin is dead, man. The act of sin is dead once the law is done away with, man. Now, that right there is a direct contradiction when it comes to the Christian church, man. Because, they be like, we're all sinners. We all sin, we do this and that. Nobody's perfect. But then in the scripture, it just said that once the laws are done away with, then that means that's the death of sin right there. Sin will be no more. So right there's a contradiction when it comes to the Christians, man. Our Christians brothers and sisters that they teach us, man. And like I said, you got young brothers and sisters that coming up, they got that zeal of God, but not according to knowledge, man. They don't gain knowledge because they're getting half. But they're not getting the truth at all, but because they're reading half of the source, man.
Right.
That's like me trying to do a project, man. That's like me trying to do a project and half-assing at the project, man. Instead of me citing my sources, man, I'm just going at the end, the last 2 paragraphs of the sources, man, to get information. And using that to cite, not even using the beginning of the paragraph, man, to cite when it comes to my evidence, man. How do you think that works cited page is going to be when you present it to the teachers?
Right.
It's not going to be good. You're not going to get your point across. You're just going to try to get a one-liner. And they always tell you, man. They always tell you, man. Let's go, brother. Let's go. JBL speaker, man. You got the JBL speaker?
It's a lot. So that wasn't to say that the law is going to be done away with. Like we just read, the law is, a man is held by dominion of the law as long as he lives. So as long as you live, you're going to do the law. But what it's going into is you doing it naturally though. Now you having to have to read over it. Our people still got to read the law because they don't know that it's bad to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. They still need the law, right? So when Christ is talking about, when Christ and Paul is talking about these things in regards to the law, it's not to say that the law is going to be done away with. That just means that the law is going to endure forever. And once you know how to keep the law perfectly, then you won't need to really recite it, honestly. It'll be a part of your natural, your culture, man, right? When people have their culture intact, they naturally go about to practice the ways of their culture. That's why in Jeremiah chapter 14, chapter 17 and verse number 1, it said that the sins of Judah is written with the pen of diamond, right? And it's written on the horn of their altars. That's their custom. They made it customary to be wicked. So now when our people is born into the world, what's the first thing they do? They go right into the streets. They go right into the streets, go right to the dope, they go right to the drugs, right? In that same like manner that they are up on the wicked side, when the kingdom comes, we're gonna be like that on the righteous side, right? We're gonna be automatically, hey, I know new moon is coming up. I was explaining to brothers before, right, a couple months ago. You can see when the new moon is about to come. When it's a full moon, that means that we got 2 more weeks until the new moon comes, right? You can know the waxing and the difference between the waxing and the waning moon. You will be automatically counting days down from Passover until Pentecost already. You will know that Tabernacles is getting ready to come up. Feast of First Fruits and all these other things is you will know automatically that you shouldn't be committing adultery. That woman belongs to your brother. But while you up in this sinful flesh and up in this wicked kingdom, you have to look and you have to read and constantly remind yourself of the law. So you have to continuously keep the law by reading the law. And that's what brothers say, know the law, teach the law, and keep the law, man.
Constant refresher.
Yeah, you gotta have a constant refresher, man.
All right, that's key. Yeah, hey, know the law, keep the law, and teach the law, man. And right there, steps right there. He from Puerto Rico. Damn. Yeah, Jake, man. Jake's wearing anything, man.
They'll wear an American flag. They'll wear any flag.
Jake, will wear American flag. That's one thing they will 100% do, man. And keeping the law, statutes, and commandments is ultimately key, man. Showing the aid, the Most High, that you're willing to learn aid, man. That you take what He gave you and you apply it into your life, man. That right there is 100% key. Showing the Most High that, hey man, you're willing to apply it to your life, man. Showing that necessary effort. When it comes to keeping laws, statutes, and commandments, the Most High. Because we know we still live in this world, man. That's 1%, hey, you know, against keeping laws, statutes, and commandments, the Most High. Get your work on the Sabbath day, multiple things, etc. That you, hey man, you got pork everywhere, man. You got the cracklings, man. You got multiple things like that, man. That pushing pork, doing things like that. You do like this world is ultimately pushing 100% wickedness, man. This is key. I gotta preach that.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1.
You know,
This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
So right there, man, when it comes to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man, keeping it brings joy in life, man. But once you leave it, man, it brings the death of the spirit. Also, it brings the death of the spirit and in the flesh, man. It brings the death of the spirit in the flesh. You're not doing. You're not keeping up to par or
So what? Talking about sin, you're not keeping sin, you're keeping the Lord's commandments. You know better now. Like the Luke 4:1, the Lord said, the Lord's forever, it's going to endure forever. All you that keep is going to come to life, right? It pertains to us, like Proverbs 72. Such as leave it shall die. Now, quick precept I had was Exodus chapter 19. When the nation of Israel, they sent Moses as a mediator to the Lord to make that contract. That we're going to all honor the laws and commandments of God, and all of us as a nation all agree, right? So now, what happens? Like in Baruch 4:1, all that keep it shall come to life, but all that leave that law, that promise in that contract, you're going to die. See what I'm saying? You can't leave something if you was never there first in the beginning.
right.
You know know what I'm saying?
Come.
So now that you want to leave the laws, you're going to die. That's how our people are. They left the laws without even knowing it, and that's why they died. Once they get understanding who they are, now they know what's wrong, what's right, they start to apply it.
It's a lot there. And, right, we read, I want to read this quick research, right? This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse number 1.
You know.
Hear ye the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God up in the land. So when you automatically start keeping the laws, and when you start practicing keeping the laws, because that's ultimately what this is right now, this is your practice ground, right? You will start to usher truth up in the land. There ain't no truth out in Chicago, man. Everybody think that the truth is that you're supposed to be outside drilling, right? That you're supposed to be selling dope, or that you're supposed to be either a hooper or a rapper.
Right.
When in reality, our people are the smartest people on the face of the earth. The blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians literally make something out of nothing every single chance that they get, right? So there's no truth up in Chicago. There's no mercy one towards another either, and there's no knowledge of God up in the land. Once you start to practice the fear of the Lord, then the Lord will usher in that wisdom. And the Lord will give us truth up in this land, but you gotta want it, man. If you don't want it, you're gonna grow up to be a fool, man. And we kind of tired of being foolish now. All right, our parents is raising foolish children now, man. Right, even in regards to the, I spoke to my mom about this, man. Even in regards to the Nolan Wells thing, man.
Oh, man.
Right, you got the parents of Nolan Wells talking about they taught Nolan not to see color.
Yep.
You see where that got him,
Yep.
young and up in a grave, man. Our people need to know exactly who their enemies are, man.
Right.
And our enemies are not our own people. It's actually these other nations and these people that we pay taxes to. And even the people that's up inside of the BP gas station, man. And all the people that's up in the 7-Elevens. The Chinese people that sell you rat, cat, and dog that you want to believe that it's chicken. But we got the evidence, man. Talking about his orange chicken. No, that's an orange cat, man.
Orange cat. That's
Garfield is up in that bag,
Right,
man.
that's Garfield.
That's Garfield, man. You got brothers with the proof, but the problem with our people is that they don't want to believe in the truth, and that's why you find yourself at the bottom every time, man. You never gonna get out the bottom, man. If you literally will die at the bottom. I believe it was the book of 2nd Esdras, man, that said that there's people that was born in vain, man. Yeah, Khan, and that's talking about our people, because even the heathen got a purpose. They're supposed to be serving the children of the Lord, man. But the niggas that don't want to follow the Lord that the Lord have chosen, which are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they've been born up in vain. You was born for no reason. Even the rebellious heathen have a lot. And you try to put yourself in their lot. In all, you made yourself of no use to the Lord.
I'm here.
Right? Verse number 6. Right? But now we are delivered from the law, that being dead from the law, Salaki. This is the book, Salaki. I dropped Hosea chapter 4, verse number 6. But it says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. Right? And ultimately, that the Lord will forget your children. Right? If you want your children to have God, you will follow the things that the Most High God says, man. Then there'll be mercy up in your streets. Then there'll be truth springing out of y'all mouths, man. Right? Then there won't be a controversy from the Lord against our people. Then everything will be all good. And then we'll have the generational blessings that we was meant to have. Then we'll have the rulership that we was meant to have. You know what I'm saying? Our people got to keep this law so that we can get up out of here, man. Right?
Right there's key, man. You know, ultimately gotta keep the law, so ultimately get the kingdom, man. Ultimately show that there is unto the end. Having, keeping the law, statutes, commandments, man, showing that there is to the end, man. Having that ultimate faith unto the end. And right there is 100% key. Right there, is 100% key. Have the ultimate faith. He says that.
Yeah, I had a precept Matthew chapter 24. I'll get that.
It's the book of Matthew.
Enduring to the end.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse number 13.
Yo.
But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
It says that he that shall endure to the end, man, the same shall be saved, man. Having that endless faith unto the end, man. That's 100% key, man. You know, having faith in the Most High, doing multiple things like that. That's what that right there is 100% key. And you know, continue to just have that endless faith to endure, to keep the lost that you members, you know, continue to move money and business. You know, so the key. You got to preach about.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 22, and verse number 13.
You know,
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they might have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates of the city. For without are dogs, and sorcerers, and whoremongers, and murderers, and adulterers, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
God, like that's showing you, man, that, hey, man, you must keep the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High to the very end.
God, to get into the kingdom.
To get into the kingdom. That right there is 1% key.
That's the key. That's the literal key. Getting through the gates.
That's my baby's birthday. I was trying to get home.
Come on, you know what I Jordan.
It's something with the pimping center.
Go ahead, pass it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic on to the next money speaker. Come here, Sean.
Come here, Charlotte.
Come here, Sean.
Come here, Charlotte.
Come here, Sean.
Come here, Charlotte.
come.
Yeah, let's get it, man. Right? Let's get the book of Matthew chapter 18 and verse number 11. I want to cook without the mic. I like cooking without the mic over there. Right? Matthew chapter 18 and verse number 11. And let's get the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse number 10. Right? So, what we out here to do, right, we're about to actually read what we're out here to do. Because we're out here on behalf of the Most High God and His Son, Yahweh Shah, right? To bid our people back to the marriage, right? Bring this up.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost.
Read that again.
For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost.
So, what Christ was coming to do was to show the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who they are, and to come save those that are lost. And it's not lost physically, because you know where you at. You're on 79th right now, man. Right? But you lost up in the mind because you don't know who you are. You don't know where you belong. You don't know who your God is. You don't even know who your enemies are up in these last days. Right? Read that again.
Matthew chapter 18, verse 11.
Bring it out.
For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost.
So the Son of Man came to save that which was lost. Hey, brother. Hey, brother in the hoodie. You know what we doing out here, King? All right, you see yourself up on this sign right here? Check this out, man. Right? Your nationality. You see yourself up on this sign? Which one? Say it again. We grown, man. We don't need pictures. I'm talking about the words up on the sign. Your nationality. Right? Nine times out of 10, you'll call yourself a so-called black man, right? Or a so-called African American. Today they'll call you a Negro, right? They call you these things. Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 65 and verse number 15. They call you these things to deter you from your God-given nationality. In actuality, instead of a Negro or an African American, you will be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Now, Christ also came from the tribe of Judah. And we were just reading that Christ came to save that which was lost. And we was going into how our people, they not lost like directionally, because we all know where we at. We in the United States, in Illinois, in Chicago on 79th, right? But our people are lost up in their mind because they don't know their nationality, they don't know their God, they don't know their nation's name, they don't know these things, right? So Christ said that he came to save that which was lost because our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Right, read this.
Isaiah 65 and what?
15.
It's Isaiah chapter 65 and verse number 15.
Bring it out.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
Read that again.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
So God said because of our disobedience, throughout process of time, we will leave our true name as being Israelites from our various tribes, you specifically from the tribe of Judah, but we'll leave our name for a curse. It's a curse to call yourself black, right? Because black is related to darkness, right? The etymology of the word darkness means destitute of light, without spiritual illumination, dirty, dusty, evil, right? But to be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right, means an Israelite means a prince that has power with God and over men and has prevailed. And you come from the tribe of Judah, which means high praise. Because the prophecy is that Judah is who everybody is gonna praise. Everybody wants to be like the so-called black man. Everybody wants to hoop like LeBron James or like Mike, right? Like Kobe, man, right? Everybody wants to cook like us. Like the Vietnamese, they think that they started fried chicken. We could go into our Bible, literally, which is our heritage that the Lord only gave us, to Leviticus 2, and show you how the Lord taught us how to fry foods, right? Because the Lord only gave this to the children of Israel, right? So the Lord said that we would leave our name unto a curse, read.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse,
Right?
unto my chosen.
Until my chosen, because in reality, we're the chosen of God, right? In reality, we're God's chosen and special people, right? Read,
For the Lord God shall slay thee,
right?
and call his servants by another name.
The Lord gave us over to the so-called white man for our disobedience. He caused us to get slaved by our enemies, right? And we got led like a sheep to the slaughter because of our disobedience, right? So the Lord is bringing us out here up in these last days to learn men of the Bible, not like the Christian church, to actually show truth. Read this. Ephesians chapter 4 verse number 10.
This book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse number 10.
Bring it up.
He that is descended is the same as that he that is descended is the same also that has ascended up far above all heavens.
The one that descended, that which means came down, is the one that ascended, right? The one that descended, ascended. That's talking about Christ. You can read that in the book of Acts chapter 1, right? And John chapter 1. And the book of Genesis, literally chapter 1. Right? All these chapter 1s that you can read about Christ in this manner. Right? Keep reading.
That he might fill all things.
That he might what?
That he might fill all things.
Now that Christ will fulfill all things, right? Because there's prophecies that got to come to pass. Read.
And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers.
So the Lord gave different brothers different lusts. He gave some for apostles. He gave some for teachers. He gave some for evangelists. And he gave some for prophets. Right? I might have said that twice. But our people need a double portion of prophecies because Christian church does not teach prophecy. Right? He gave us these gifts to really come out here and teach the people. See?
For the perfecting of the saints.
For the what?
For the perfecting of the saints.
It says for the perfecting of the saints. Now the saints, according to the Bible, would be the children of Israel, who are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? And Seminole Indians. We're the saints, right? Keep reading.
For the works of the ministries and for the edifying of the body of Christ.
It said for the works of the ministry and for the education of the body of Christ, which are the children of Israel and the children of Israel only. So the Lord sent us out here to teach our people the correct way because we've been lied to for such a long time, right? People are led to believe that this is a so-called white man's book, right? When Christ looks like you, right? He's dark-skinned, man, with white woolly hair, man. Right? That don't sound like no white man to me, man. Right? Because the white man, he pink, look like a Pepto-Bismol bottle.
Right.
Right? And he got that stringy golden retriever hair. Right? Who is this? Right? Give me the up in Revelations, Bubba Kashan. Right? Who is this? Right? Because the sign said, if Christ's hair looks like this, and his skin looks like that, and he's from down there, his land was next to Egypt, Jerusalem, then who is that? Because they can't survive over there up in that hot, almost Egyptian sun. They can't survive. The Jewish man over there now has the highest skin cancer rate because their skin can't handle it, right? So we got to ask ourselves, who is this, right? Because the Bible describes him as looking like you. Let's bring this up.
Revelations chapter 1 and verse number 1.
Bring it up.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
That means the revealing of Christ. There's been a blindfold on our people, and now they say things like, "Oh, I don't care if Jesus was." They say that the color of Christ don't matter, right? But if it's written up in the Bible, the color of Christ do matter, right? Because the proverb says, "Without a vision, the people perish." So if you're not able to see yourself up in the Bible, then you're gonna perish because the Lord is only for you, but we're disobeying God, right? Read.
Which God gave unto him
Right.
to show unto his servants things must surely come to pass.
He said that he gave the revealing unto John to show the people the things that must shortly come to pass. One of those things that must shortly come to pass is that Christ is coming back. That's why it's going to get into the revealing of Christ. Read verse 7 for me.
Verse 7.
Right?
Behold, he cometh with clouds.
It says that Christ is going to come with the clouds. What the government calls so-called UFOs, those are actually the chariots of the Lord. Right? The angels' vehicles. Right? Read.
And every eye shall see him.
And when he makes his grand entrance, everybody is going to see him and his army. Read.
And they also which pierced him.
And they also which pierced him. The people that pierced him was the Romans, man. The so-called white man, again, killed an unarmed black man. And it's right here up in this Bible. And it's going to describe him. It has to describe him because you got to know what to look for when he comes back. He's going to look a certain type of way. Right? Go to verse 14.
Verse number 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Where what?
Were white like wool.
One shows you the color, white, and then it says white wool. Right? That's the texture. The only people on the face of the earth that got woolly textured hair is us. Right? Our elders, they get white hair quick. Right? And still be having their strength as if they were young. Right? So Christ, he's gonna have white woolly hair. Read.
As white as snow.
And it's not gonna be salt and pepper. Right? He's not gonna have salt and pepper up in his hair and up in his beard. It's gonna be pure white, as white as snow. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his what?
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes is gonna be red because he pissed off. He's mad because these people have painted this image saying that that's him. They persecuted him. They persecuted him and turned him into a white man. Right? Keep reading.
And his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
And the color of your feet is the same color as the rest of your body. Especially up in Egypt where they was just wearing the sandals. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
You know what color brass is? Brass looks like brothers up there, man. The same color as a penny. Right? So his feet, his skin color is like on the fine brass. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they what?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So Christ was so dark skinned that it looked like he would have been burnt up in a furnace. Right? Fine brass as if it was burnt up in a furnace. But somehow, they done tricked out people into saying that color don't matter. If color didn't matter, then why did they paint him this color then? Why they didn't just leave the image of Christ alone? Why didn't they just leave the Russian icons alone that showed even Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and all the Israelites were all dark skinned? Why they didn't just leave it alone? Because color do matter. Because if we don't know who we are, then what? They able to trample us underfoot. That's why you'll never get reparations up in this country.
Never.
Never. For one thing, you're not marked down as a nationality. Black is not a nationality. African American is not a nationality. Those are the names of two white people. Leo Scipio's Africanus, which is an Italian map maker, and Amerigo Vespucci. Right? These people have literally tricked you into thinking that the color of Christ don't matter when he looked like us out here. Our people all out of whack because they don't know that they're actually the image of Christ and of the Most High God. The Most High God is so-called dark skinned, man, with white woolly hair as well.
Yeah.
Because what? Colossians chapter 1 and verse number 15 on down says that Christ is the express image of the Most High God. Literally. So he looks like his father. And we look like Christ. That's how it works. So we gotta snap ourselves out of thinking that because this picture came with the doctrine, right? This picture came with a doctrine, right? They along with this picture, they said that everybody can be saved. That's not what the Bible says, right? Give me the book of John chapter 4 and verse number 22. And give me the book of Isaiah chapter 45 verse number 17. When they gave you this image of Christ, they said that everybody can be saved. But like we just read out the Bible, he's literally a dark-skinned man. A dark-skinned man. And if we would have read further down, it would have said it had a voice as the sound of many waters. So he's a dark-skinned, right, white woolly hair having, loud black man.
Right.
Sound like brothers outside all the time.
Right.
Right? You can hear brothers from the gas station, inside the gas station over here. That's how Christ's voice was. And naturally, that's how we're made, because we're made in the image of God. And we're made up in the image of Christ, who is the first light. Right? Read this.
This is Isaiah 45.
Come on.
This is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 17.
Bring it up.
But Israel shall be saved.
But who?
But Israel shall be saved
Our people is going to be saved. Right? Read.
in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
And when Christ comes to save us, because our ancestors sang about Christ saving us on the slave ships. Everybody know the song, swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. What you think those so-called UFOs are about to do, man? Right? That's why the government is so afraid of them. Because they don't, just like in the time of Egypt, it's just like now. They don't want to let us go. And if they could have their way, they would kill Christ again, and they would not let us go. They'll have us in eternal bondage and in eternal confusion, right, to continue to be just like them. Right, Reed?
And Salaki,
Come.
if them UFOs was white, America wouldn't have no problem.
Exactly. They wouldn't have
They
no
wouldn't
problem.
be scared.
They wouldn't have made no space force. The damn there wouldn't be no military.
Right.
Because they
Right.
white Jesus would surely come to save them.
They'll be happy.
They'll be happy.
Right.
But Donald Trump came up in office his second term and made a space force immediately. Why? Because these prophecies come to pass. You think that Iran versus the Israelis is just something that just happened? No, that's prophecy. What about the bombings up in Gaza, right, in Palestine? That's Amos chapter 1 and verse number 6 on down. We're constantly seeing these prophecies come to pass. So we out here to show our people and to tell our people, you gotta hurry the hell up, man. Open your eyes.
Wake up.
Read your Bible. Your Bible is important. That's your heritage book, your history book. You're not no damn Egyptian. You're not no Egyptian. Every time I ask a so-called black person, what was we before slaves? They say we was kings, right? And very true, we were kings. But when they think about us being kings, how you feel, king? Right? When they think about us being kings, they think about Egypt for some reason, right? Let's grab that. Exodus chapter 11 and verse number 7. Right, bring this up.
John chapter 4, verse number 22.
Bring it up.
Ye worship ye, know not what.
Wait, read that again.
Ye worship ye, know not what.
It says, ye worship, ye know not what. Our people be worshiping up in these churches, but they worshiping that. When they close their eyes, they see him. What's a white man? They see John McCain, man.
Right.
Right? When they
Hanks.
close their eyes, they see Matthew McConaughey,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, man.
Worst one.
And what's the dude
Who
from
else?
Tom Hanks, man.
Right.
I was gonna say what's the dude name, man? Tom Cruise, man.
Tom Cruise, right.
They
Tom
see
Cruise, right.
Mission Impossible, man.
Right.
Instead of seeing a brother that looks just like you and me, right? Read. It said, "Ye worship, ye know not what." Read.
We know what we worship.
But we know what we worship. Read.
For salvation of the Jews.
For what?
For salvation is of the Jews.
For salvation is for the true Jews, the true Israelites, according to the Bible, which is me and you, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And once we have all of our Hispanic brothers come to our side, it's over with for this country.
That's
man.
right.
That's why they work so hard to separate us. They got us thinking that we different people. No, we the same nation, just different tribes, right? The Mexican brothers is from the tribe of Issachar. The Puerto Rican brothers, what he is, man. Puerto Rican brother from the tribe of Ephraim, man. Right? You got the Colombians and the Venezuelans that came over here. They're from the tribe of Asher, right? You got all of our brothers up over here, but they don't know who they are. They don't know that we want. They can feel it. They can feel that we want people, but they don't know for sure. So the Lord sent us out here to show them, right? Read that again.
Ye worship. Ye worship ye know not what.
Right?
We know what we worship.
Right?
For salvation is of the Jews.
Keep reading.
But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
Right. So the time is now that we're gonna worship the Father in spirit and in truth. Now we're gonna know that this is not Christ, and we're gonna be able to prove it, like we just did today to you. We proved to you that this cannot possibly be Christ. Right? Not at all, man. Right? Give me the book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse number 30. Right? Because it says, but now is the time where the true worshipers will worship in spirit and in truth. That's a prophecy. Right? Christ said it, and it was a prophecy from old too. Right? Read this.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse number 30.
Bring it up.
For I knew that they would not hear me,
Read.
because it is a stiff-necked people.
Read. So the Lord knows his people. Right? And we know our people too. Our people hard-headed as hell, man. All they want to do is drink and lay down all damn day. Drink, smoke, and lay down and have sex all day, man. With multiple women and women with multiple men. And sometimes men with men and women with women. Right? The Lord know his people. He know that we hard-headed as people. Read.
But in the land of their captivity,
In the what?
in the land of their captivity,
In the land of our captivity, believe it or not, America, we're still in captivity.
right?
If you need a passport to go to another land or go to another country or need a license to travel, you're in captivity. Now, granted, people may say, oh, the white man has to pay for that same thing, but that he's contributing to his own country, to his own people. We're not contributing to our own people, right? We're contributing to the white man system and further feeding the oppressionary state that we're up in, just by proxy, right? Read.
But in the land of their captivity,
Read.
they shall remember themselves.
In the land of our captivity. When we get to America, the prophecy is that we will remember ourselves. We'll remember that we're the Israelites, right? From the various tribes. We'll remember that America's not our homeland, but Jerusalem is actually our homeland that they stole us from, right? We'll remember that our name.
Love y'all, man. I need to hear that message, man.
All praises. Go pull up and hear us, man.
I love you, brother, man.
Love you too, huh? Right? So we'll remember that we're literally, right, in the land of our captivity. And in the land of our captivity, we'll remember that we're the Israelites. Because we've lost our nationality through process of time. Because why? They beat it up out of us. They beat us up out of our language. We were speaking fluent Paleo-Hebrew, right, before they brought us up over here and beat it up out of us. Now, if I tell a brother Shalom, he don't know what Shalom means, right? He doesn't know what that means. He don't even know that I'm wishing peace upon him, right? He just doesn't know, right? If I say Yabarak Yahweh wa Shemarka, right, they're not gonna know that I just gave them a blessing, man. That the Lord keeps his face towards you, right? And it shines upon you. They don't know it. We can read this Bible up in Paleo Hebrew, nobody will understand a word, but even that was prophecy in the book of Isaiah, right? I believe chapter 28, right? That we, with the stammering lips and another tongue, we will speak to our people, because our people done lost their nationality, lost their heritage, lost their language. But now we're coming back, and that's fulfilling prophecy. Keep reading.
Come.
For I knew that they would not hear me,
Right.
because it is a stiff-necked people.
Because we're stiff-necked, read,
But in the land of their captivity,
right?
they shall remember themselves,
Read.
and shall know that I am the Lord their God.
Wait, who's God?
Their God.
No, everybody's God.
Their God.
The Lord said that we'll know that the Lord is our God. He ain't nobody else's God. He ain't nobody else's God but the people up on this chart. Right? And these people that are scattered abroad amongst the whole world. Right? We'll know that the Lord is our God. Read.
For I will give them a heart and ears to hear.
So the Lord will give you a mind for you to basically mentally digest the things that he wants to give unto you for a gift. So now we know that we're Israelites, but we have to keep his commandments or we're going to continue to be cursed. Right? Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 15. And give me the book of Galatians chapter 3 and verse number 10. Right? We got to know what the Lord actually requires of us, because I'm pretty sure you heard of generational curses, right? Do you know where those generational curses are written? They've been up in the same Bible that's been on grandma, great-grandma, and great-great-grandma's shelf. Been in the same Bible, right? Read that Galatians first.
It's the book of Galatians,
Go.
chapter 3 and verse number 10.
Bring it out.
For as many as are of the works of the law are under the curse.
All right, what?
Are under the curse.
So a man is subject to the law as long as he lives, right? If he keeps the law, he'll get the blessings of the Lord. But if he breaks the law, he's gonna fall up underneath the curse. Read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it up.
But it shall come to pass that when I hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy
I
God,
said if you will not hearken, that means listen. If you won't listen to the voice of the Lord, read,
to observe and to do all his commandments,
right?
and statutes which I command thee this day,
Right?
that all these curses shall be upon thee.
That all these what?
All these curses shall be upon thee.
That all these curses shall come upon thee, read,
Overtake thee.
and overtake you. So the Lord said if we don't listen to him, then all these curses are going to come upon us. Aren't you curious as to what these curses look like? Because these curses, give me verse 46. Because these curses are an identifying marker for you to learn who you are. Because we just read that the Lord will now give you a heart and an ear for you to hear and understand, right? What the Lord needs for you to do to get up out the situations that we up in, right? Read that.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46.
Bring it up.
They shall be upon thee for a sign.
It say what?
They shall be upon thee for a sign.
And these curses shall be upon us for a sign. Read.
For a wonder.
For what?
For a wonder.
A wonder is something for you to think about, right? Read.
And upon thy seed forever.
And it wasn't just going to be the first installment, like when they say that slavery is over. Slavery is not over. Right? Under the 13th Amendment, we're still slaves. Slaves to the state. Right? It's literally what it's called. We are slaves to the damn job, to the plantation, which literally that's where they get they managerial type of complex from. It's from the plantations. Right? So these curses, these specific curses that we're about to read, they're on us for a sign to identify us, to identify who the true children of Israel are. Because the children of Israel were never lost as if you couldn't find them. They were lost because they forgot who they are. Right? Read verse 16.
Verse number 16.
God.
Cursed shall not be in the city.
It say what?
Cursed shall not be in the city.
Now, the Lord said that the Israelites are going to be cursed in the cities that they dwell in. Who are the most cursed people anywhere? It's going to be these people up on this side. The blacks and Hispanics, right? up in the ghettos, the slums, and the low ends. Every time. It don't matter what city. We done traveled to a lot of cities, right? Majority of the main cities inside of this eastern part of the United States. Our people are cursed in the cities. The white man isn't cursed up in the cities. The Chinese man isn't cursed up in the cities. The so-called African man, right, Ubuntu and them, they not cursed up in the cities, right? They come and work here and then they ship their money back home, right, to build up their houses, right? Because over there, a house only costs $20,000. $20,000 might sound a lot because you're thinking in a lump sum, but in the process of time, I'm pretty sure you'd have touched some money over your lifetime. You done had way more than just $20,000. You done had it quick. And shit, let somebody get into a car accident, you got a guaranteed 20. If you go through the proper steps, you go to that hospital, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have that guaranteed 20,000, right? It says, "Curse shall thou be in the city." Read.
The curse shall not be in the field.
And what?
The curse shall not be in the field.
Man, look at this, man. Our people was cursed up in the fields, man. The tobacco fields, sugarcane fields, cotton fields. They call the streets the field, right? The young boys, they say that they up in the field all the time, meaning that they run in the streets. Our people is cursed up in the work field. Our people is cursed in any field that you can name. Literally. The Lord is real, and His words is true. And that's really just one of the curses. That curse shall we be up in the city, and curse shall we be up in the field. That's why when the Chinese come up over here, and they driving up on their tour bus, they'll drive right up this street right here, and they'll see brothers like this standing outside, and the Chinese man, woman, and child, they taking pictures. Because it's an identifying marker, right? Go to verse 54. Actually, go to verse 32.
Verse number 32.
Go ahead.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people.
It say what?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people.
It's true. Literally, it said that your sons and your daughters are going to be given to another people. What that sound like? That sound like hardcore slavery. Master Johnson go over to Master Jackson's plantation, right? And he say that he want two niggas for the price of one, and he sell your sons off and your daughters off. And only the Lord know what they doing to your sons and daughters. Shoot, we can go on social media right now. You can find a bunch of our people that's given over to them. And because modern day, they really just changed what it's called. They call it just DCFS now, right? They say that you can't take care of your child, and then they give it to an even more bugged out family that don't do nothing but try to sleep with the children and beat on the children. It says, "Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people." Read.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people, and thy eyes shall look and fall with longing for them all the days long.
It said that, "And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long." Right? Meaning you're gonna really miss them. Right? The people, our people that we were stolen from over there up in the west coast of Africa, and even up in Jerusalem, right? When we go to Louisiana State University and pull all the facts, right? That 1,700 Hebrews that got stolen over from Jerusalem and from Judea and dropped off in Mississippi, right? Our people over there, they miss us. Now they call us the children of the diaspora, right? The descendants of slaves, right? Our sons and our daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. Read it.
All the days long, there shall not be no might in thy hand.
And there shall be no might in our hand. Meaning that we really don't rise up as a people and really slay them when they take our children. Our people don't do that for some reason. Right? Even though that's literally a war crime, if I had to be honest. Right? When brothers stole, when not brothers, but when the Edomites stole Jonathan, right? They was ready to go to all war, man. And they was willing to do whatever to get him back. Right? To the point where they sent his sons, right? Sent Jonathan's sons to get Jonathan back. And they killed Jonathan. And kill his sons, man. Don't put it past them. People just think that this white man, they got this image up in their head for all the white men. They think all the white men is so peaceful and, you know what I'm saying, he likes to pat you on the head and, you know, kiss your forehead and he just loves everybody. No, he's a serpent, right? The serpent, the thing about the serpent is that he look calm all the time, man. Until it's time to strike. Until it's time to bite or until it's time to spit. Because cobras spit. Right? You get that venom up in your eye, you gonna know that wasn't a snake that you should have been messing with, man. Right? I just seen a picture today, man, or a video today, right? That Jake and Eve, our people, they circulating up on Facebook, right? Eve was went hiking and jogging with the Edomites, man. And that was their first date. They was walking through the tunnel. He didn't know that she was recording. He said, "This is where I would kill you at." Yes.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Now the sister that shared the post, she said, "Y'all not using y'all brains. I wouldn't be up in the woods with any man." I said, "You still not using your brain." Because doing a date with the white man should be the first hell no.
Right.
You're not supposed to be, our women not supposed to be dating no white women, right? Our women shouldn't be dating no white men either. And the same thing for our men. You shouldn't want no damn snow bunny, man. They stink, man. Right? They hair might be long, but it ain't yours. And since when was long hair really the standard for real, man? I love the little African bush, man. Yeah, man. And for people that don't know, man, the term African bush, it came from a book called Raising Under the Sun.
Yeah.
Right? It's a black book, man. It's a famous book for people that read, you know what I'm saying? People don't read nowadays, right? But hey, we love the African bush, whether it's big or small, right? Long or short, right? Nappy or flat. We love our women hair, right? You ready?
The fruits of thy land are the laborers, so a nation that knoweth not eat up.
It says the fruits of your land and all your labors shall a nation that you don't even know, they're gonna eat them up. What that sound like, man? Right? Give me that up in Haggai. Right? I believe Haggai chapter 1 verse 6. Right? Don't that sound like taxes? You gotta pay all this money. They done took the 25% of your whole check. If you up in California, 33 to 36% of your check. And they eating it up, man. They're flourishing. They're the ones with the lakefront houses, man. I wish I had a lakefront. Hell, riverfront, pond front,
Right.
creek front, something. All we got is a pothole with water in it, man. That's all we got. Right? Read this. Go ahead.
No, and to add what he's saying is it's crazy that you work, they get paid before you
pay
off your
them.
work. The taxes come out before you even see your check.
Right.
Like you don't even have a chance not to pay.
You can't even touch your money
Like
first.
of your work, they get paid first.
Exactly. Of your work.
Of your labor, your hard labor,
They get paid first.
they get paid first.
That don't even make any, and you're at a job so that they can pay you. It's supposed to be, it's literally supposed to be for the amount of work that I'm doing, I should get paid, right? But for the amount of work that you're doing, they getting paid, and you only getting a little slice of the pie, right? You barely getting paid, and then don't let you ask for a raise, man. They gonna try to fire you. A lot of people don't know that if they do that, you can get a lawyer. Just go up in there with your camera, you know what I'm saying?
And then also goes to what you
Go
were
ahead.
saying in regards to if you think we not in slavery, then how's that?
Exactly.
How is somebody getting paid that's sitting at home?
Right. Give me 1 second.
This ain't even the owners of the business getting paid.
Exactly.
This is somebody getting paid at home off your work. And then
Right.
if you think you're not in slavery, then you missing out. You confused it.
Yeah, you confused, man. Right? Our people don't know that they're still up in slavery, but it's plain upon tables. Our people just want to live their life. A life of individualism is not a life. I'd rather be enjoying myself with a bunch of people than just enjoying by myself. Hell, Adrian Bronner, man. Right? You know, you can say what you want about him. He want all his people to win. That's why he constantly give his money up like that. He give out his money without a question. He literally does that, man. And you know, you got people out there that's like, bro, stop giving your money away. And that to a certain extent, that's wise, but the heart that the brother has to want all his people to win. He don't want to be the only one up at the top. He don't want to be the main flex. It's better when you can enjoy it together, man. Right? Read that.
Look at Floyd.
Yeah, look at Floyd, man. See, Floyd, he up there, he lonely. You know, got third grade reading level. Hey, man, if you enjoy having your people around, man, somebody show you how to read them documents, man. Right? You wouldn't be 175 million up in the hole right now. Yeah, they stuck it to his ass, man. And now he running to Dana White, Mr. Clean looking white man, right? To help him get up out that little hole, man. Literally. Right, bring that up.
This is Haggai, chapter 1 and verse number 6.
Bring it out.
Ye have sown much and bringing little.
He said, you sold much. You worked a lot. All that work that you just did up at that warehouse, you should not be getting paid no damn 19 an hour. Literally. All that work that you didn't put in, and you getting paid $21, even $25 an hour is not enough. Because when you subtract the taxes, that's really $15.75. Literally. That's literally how much you're getting paid. That's the money that you're earning. It's $15 an hour when you subtract them taxes. How's that fair? You done worked so much and you brought home little. Read.
Ye have sown much and bringing little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
Hey man, you eat but you don't got enough, man. Right? I know when I was younger, man, we were struggling. Right? Had to split a McChicken, man. Right? You eat but you have not enough. Had to split a Snickers bar, man. People going through it out here, man. To make ends meet, man. You done turned a Happy Meal into a meal for 4 children, man. One Happy Meal. I done seen it, man. You kind of cut the McChicken up in 4s, man. Everybody got a nugget each, man. Right? And they passed out. Everybody had like 8 fries each, man. You eat, but you have not enough. Read.
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
And you drink, but you thirsty, man. Right? Lake Michigan water not really all that good. It's not as good as it used to be. Right? It used to be the cleanest water in the country. When I was growing up. Literally. It used to literally be the cleanest water in the country. Now it tastes like ass, man. Just the same, man. It do. You got people that got literal, I just seen it up on the news, man. I think it was Woodridge, man. Woodridge, Illinois. Their whole city got to boil all the water that they use, man. Them that got to do it for Joliet, too. Because me, Dave called me a Viking. Because I drink the tap water. But lately, that top water been tasting a little acid, man. All right? I'm serious, man. It tastes bad, man. It's not good. And then the water that they sell you, it's bad. You know it's bad when they got to sell you water. Because Gideon and the 300, they was able to drink from the river, man, with their bare hands and not get sick. You can't do that now. You can't do that now. The waters that come up from the earth are supposed to be clean. And the waters that rain down from it is supposed to be clean as well. But they pollute everything, man. You probably not even real clouds, man. You got things like that flying up in the air, man. Right? And these is just the curses to identify us that we're the children of Israel. Right, Reed?
But ye are not filled with drink.
Right?
Ye clothe you, but there is none warm.
Hey, you clothe yourself, but you don't got enough clothes, man. Right? You should have more than just 5 pair of pants, man. And I know, and our people love to be fresh. Right? You shouldn't just have a certain limit. Your kids shouldn't just have 1 pair of shoes a year, man. Right? They already not getting a ride to school, so they got to walk to school, man. Right? You asking your child why their shoes dirty, it's because they just walked 7 miles, man, to school. Of course they not gonna be able to upkeep their shoes and stuff, man. Right, Reed?
And he that earneth wages,
Right?
earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
And you earn your money, and before you know it, the bills that ate it up. These are curses on our people for not keeping the Lord's commandments. The Lord real specific. They only hit hard for one group of people: the blacks and Hispanics, Native Americans, who are the children of Israel in totality, according to God. Right? Is it one? God. So now is the time where we have to consider our ways now. Right? Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 1. Because we read to you the curses literally, and we only went through maybe 3 curses. Right? We went through 3 curses. The curse shall thou be in the city, curse shall thou be up in the field, right? And then we went into thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and we went into us not having no money, right? Our water is not good, right? Our food doesn't keep us full, right? These are just curses upon curses that the Lord uses for what? An identifying marker to prove who we are up in these last days, right? Bring it up. Yeah.
So this book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, the verse number 1.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass,
Right?
thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Said, but it shall come to pass if you will listen diligently to what the Lord says. Read.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
To do his commandments. Read. And it's not just 10 commandments, right? It's about 613 commandments. They all don't pertain to the man, right? There's certain there's certain laws for the woman, right? For the time that she's up on her flower, man. You really shouldn't be up in the bed with your woman during her flower. The Lord said he hates uncleanness. You're supposed to actually be separated from her for that amount of time, man. Right? And there's laws for the men that are not specifically for the women. Like there's laws for us. We're able to disannul vows that our women set, because sometimes our women, they just say things off the top of their head, right? They don't really got it all sometimes. So you as the mediator, you got to step in and say whether it's right or wrong. Those are laws pertaining to men and specific laws pertaining to women, right? Read.
To observe and to do all his commandments,
Read.
which I command thee this day,
Right?
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Now, the Lord said if we listen and do his laws, his commandments, that he'll put our nation on high above every other nation on earth. Why are we at the bottom? Because like we read earlier, our people, I knew that they would not hear me, for they are stiff-necked people. It's because we don't listen. That's why we're at the bottom. We're the most gifted on the face of the earth. There's no doubt about it, right? We the highest jumper, the most, we're the strongest people, the strongest mental people, the most educated people, with them having a 400-year head start. A little girl about the young princess's age, man, right? Got the highest IQ in the country of our people. We are the most talented and the most blessed beyond belief, but somehow we're at the bottom. It's because we're not listening to the Lord's commandments, right? And it's not just the Lord's commandments, it's actually our culture, right? Give me the book of Sirach chapter 17 and verse number 11. This is actually our culture. What the world did was try to take the Bible and make it applicable to everybody in the world. Give me the book of Psalms chapter 147 and verse number 19, right? The world tried to take this Bible and tried to say that the Bible is for everybody, but the Bible doesn't say that, right? The Bible doesn't say that at all. It says that it's only for you, right? Bring it up when you got it.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 17 and verse number 11.
Bring it up.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge,
Right?
and the law of life for inheritance.
He gave to us the knowledge of God for an inheritance, right? For a heritage, right? Read.
And the law of life for inheritance. He made an everlasting covenant.
He made an everlasting contract, right? A contract that lasts for all of our generations, even our children and grandchildren and our great-great-great-greats, He made an everlasting covenant, read,
with them
with us, read,
and showed them his judgment.
and showed us his judgment. Because for everything that we done did wrong for the Most High, to the Most High God, he gave us judgment. And one of them judgments was that our sons and daughters will be given unto another people, right? Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse number 32 on down. Fatherless households, right? And black on black crime and domestic violence, which is all in Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse number 15. The Lord made good on all the promises that he gave us. All we got to do is do what he say, and then we're going to watch America crumble like we are now. So what you're witnessing now is that our people is waking up to who they are, to following the commandments, and now you seeing America crumble. The Great War, right? Iran calls this place the Great Satan. You can look it up on Google. Just type in the Great Satan and watch what pops up. It's going to be the Statue of Liberty, the American flag, right? It's going to be New York City. It's going to be Chicago. It's going to be LA. It's going to be Texas. It's going to be all of these things, man. It's going to be them specifically. That's why the Lord orders us to get away from these people, right? Is one.
Verse number 13.
Bring it up.
Their eyes saw the majesty of his glory, and their ears heard his glorious voice.
Right?
And he said unto them, beware of all unrighteousness.
He said what?
Beware of all
He
unrighteousness.
said beware of all unrighteousness. You got the Christian church teaching our people that the law is done away with, like this brother brought out earlier. Eloquently too, man. They're teaching you that you can eat pork now. Since when has that been okay? And then they'll go to Matthew chapter 10 or whatever, Acts chapter 10, rather, to say, oh, the Lord said don't call any man common or unclean. Yeah. Because these people are the beast of the field. Right? What you do is the beast of the field. You have the beast of the field work for you. When you read the scriptures, you have oxen. You have the ass, which is the donkey, man. You have horses. You have all these beasts, even the elephants in the time of the Maccabees. You have all these beasts to work for our people for the things that we need of them. They're the beast of the field, right? They're the beast of the field. But the ones that we should not call common or unclean is the ones of our people that separated from God and went according to the so-called white man's ways, so-called Chinese man's ways, the so-called Arab man's ways. Those are the Gentiles that ought to be saved. That's what the Bible is actually talking about. It's never talked about the white man getting saved. He got a whole book dedicated to his total obliteration for the heinous crimes that he committed against our people. It's called the Book of Obadiah. You think that the Christian church gonna read the Book of Obadiah though? It's only one page, right? 18 verses, right? I believe.
We read that church is closed that
The church is closed down. They done lost their 501c3, man. They getting taxed. Donald Trump coming down to throw the first Molotov cocktail and cast the first stone, man. They gonna hang people like they did the 13-year-old sister, right? Hung her in front of a church, man. Our people is not safe, and for our people to think that they don't have enemies that are the other nations, you done lost completely what's going on. Christ got killed by his enemies, man. The Romans, man, killed Christ. Unarmed black men. It's the same nation over and over and over again suffering these afflictions. All because they forget about their God, because the Lord told us how to move. The Lord taught us, right? You remember?
And he gave every man commandments,
Right?
concerning his neighbor.
Concerning his neighbor. He gave us instruction on how we ought to treat each other. Right? Because that's your neighbor. Right? All of us out here were neighbors. The white man that was just at this bus stop, he's not our neighbor. He's not even supposed to be up over here unless he's on hand and foot trying to serve you, man. Shit, they had us shining their boots. The Lord said that they was gonna lick up the dust of your feet, man. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, and verse number 23 on down. Right? But we only get that when we start to follow the Lord's commandments, man. Bring this up. Or is there more? Go ahead.
Their ways are ever before him.
And the Lord gonna see everything that you do, because you are the only thing that matters to the Lord. All the other nations are nothing to the Lord. We can read that. We're not just gonna say it, we're gonna bring it up. Keep reading.
And shall not be hid from his eyes.
The Lord, your actions is not here from the Most High God. That's why you gotta repent daily and change and come back to the knowledge of the Lord. Right? Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 54. Read this.
Book of Psalms, chapter 147, and verse number 19.
Bring it out.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
He said he what?
He showed his word unto Jacob.
Jacob, right? His name was changed to Israel. Jacob is the progenitor of our nation. Right? The Lord said he showed his word to Jacob. Read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
And he showed his law, statutes, and commandments to his descendants. Right? Which we are from the tribe of Judah. In actuality, man. Right? Benjamin, which is the Jamaicans, they know that they're Benjamin. They make them Rastafarian songs all the time, man. Right? I just seen a video today, man. A woman claimed herself to be the daughter of Jethro. Right? Jethro was Moses' father-in-law. Right? Midianite, right? A Midianite. She said she was begging us specifically to go back to Jerusalem so that we could set the world in order. She had a baby in her hand. Literally, man. She literally said, please. She said that she was told that we don't know who we are. Please come back and set all things in order. And then she said, not only for y'all, but for us. Because once we get up in order, we're going to have the whole world in order. There's not going to be what's happening, what they're doing, what these Jewish men is doing up in our country. Ain't going to be no more bombings over there, man. You're grievously vexing our mother, right? And the motherland is not Africa. It's actually Jerusalem, right? That's Eden, literally. Genesis explains the river, the Tigris River, right? Gihon, right? It describes the Nile, right? All coming out of Eden, which what it was called in the days of Adam, and in the days of Noah, it was called those things. But now it's called Israel because we inherited the land, right? And the land was passed down from the righteous seed line unto us, even to this day. We're gonna get that land back. Christ 9 times out of 10 gonna start up over there. He gonna stomp Amalek, the Jewish man, out, and then he gonna have us handle everything else. Right? That's how it's gonna be. Right? Bring this up. Right there. Go ahead.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
It says what?
He have not dealt so with any nation.
Read verse 20 again.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
Go.
As for his judgments, they have not known them.
He said that the Lord shows his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with no other nation. And as for his judgment, they have not known it. Why? Because we're the only ones that get the curses. Why? Because the curses are an identifying marker of who we are. They haven't known the workings of the Lord. They gonna know the workings of the Lord when Christ come back though. When he's getting ready to save our people. When he puts all the rest of these heathen to death or enslaves them, because that's what's gonna happen. Right? Read the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse number 9. Read Mike.
I've been saying the word.
Yeah, bring this up.
To guard his spider on, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Second Ezra, chapter 6, and verse number 54.
Bring it out.
And after these also, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
And so, literally, the word Catholic means universal. That's what they tried to do. They tried to make the Bible universal for all people, right? But it said, read that again.
Second Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
So everybody comes from Adam. That's true. Right, read.
And the people also, whom thou hast chosen.
It says, and the people who the Lord has chosen. Who did the Lord choose? He chose the children of Israel to have favor upon them, right? And have mercy upon us. Right, read.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
For what?
for our sakes.
The Lord said that he made the world for our sakes. Because why? If we listen to the Lord's commandments, then he'll put us on high above all nations of the earth. Like we read earlier. Read.
As for the other people,
Right.
which also come of Adam,
Right?
thou hast said that they are nothing.
That they are what?
They are nothing.
So the Lord said that the white man is nothing. Right? That the Chinese man is nothing. Man.
Right.
You got Eve up in the car driving with Esau, man.
That's why I was looking.
Yeah, that's why I was staring up in there when I said it, man. The Lord said that they are nothing. Right? Read.
But be like unto spittle.
And they're nothing but spit. You don't listen. If you eat spit, you're not gonna go back on the ground and lick it up. It's cast out. It's done. It's over with. Right? Read.
And as like in the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
And the Lord uses similitude. They a drop that falls out of a bucket of water. You're not gonna trip over that drop that just fell out, that dripped off the bottom of the bucket. Right? You got the whole bucket in your hand. But you look like dropping that bucket of water, trying to scoop up that one drop. You know what that means though? That means that you mean everything. You mean the world to the Lord. That's how important it is for us to come back and do the things that he's saying. Because he's really only looking at us. Right? The Lord not gonna let our sins reach unto heaven. Right? He gonna knock them down. He gonna judge us before it reaches that point. Because when it reaches that point, the Lord has to destroy the nation. So the Lord has mercy on us and favor on us to the point where he won't destroy us. Right? Give me what you look. Yeah, we can read that. Keep reading.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathens which have ever been reputed as nothing.
As we're saying now, God, these nations, these heathens that always had a reputation of being nothing to him, read,
have begun to be lords over us.
and now we're in slavery and in captivity underneath these same nothing as people. That's what's going on now. All because we broke the law of the Lord. And now we don't want to come back to it. Our people don't feel like putting down the pork. It's not hard to put down pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, right? Catfish, right? When you got cod, flounder, right? What else? Perch, salmon, red snapper, right? When you got chicken, beef, goat, lamb, you got the Lord made a surplus of everything that is clean for you, and He made them easy to catch too. Literally, you could build a fence around a bunch of deer. I ain't never seen nobody try it though, but deer is lawful to eat. You could make the ram. He ain't gonna run too far. He kind of easy to catch. He kind of easy to catch. The cow, I never seen a cow run. I ain't never seen a cow run. The cow literally right there waiting for you specifically to eat. Right? He just sitting there eating the grass and getting fattened up for you. He all muscle too. A cow not fat. He all muscle. So it's a surplus of meat for you. Chickens multiply quickly, man. Right? All these things are easy to catch. The Lord made it simple for us, but our people like what other people like, and that's the problem. Right? In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse number 1.
Revelation chapter 13, the verse number 9.
Bring it out.
Any man have an ear, let him hear.
Read.
He that leadeth into captivity,
It say who?
he that leadeth into captivity,
It said he that leadeth into captivity. Read.
shall go into captivity.
Shall what?
Shall go into captivity.
So now I gotta ask you a question, man. Who led the blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans in slavery? Into slavery? Who had us in slavery? You gotta think about it, man. Right, read that again.
He that leadeth into captivity
Shall go into
in the captivity.
It's the Lord promised us that he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Right? The so-called white man led us into captivity.
Right.
Guess where he go? Into captivity. Ain't that justice? That's justice. My grandfather would love to have him some slaves, man. I remember speaking to my grandfather about these topics. My grandpa, he don't play, man. All right, he tell you up in a minute, man. Them Peckerwoods ain't no good, man.
King Arthur.
Yeah, man. That's Cap called. You know what I'm saying? He tell you they ain't no good, man. My grandfather, he used to tell me as a child how the so-called white folks up in Mississippi used to come onto the Calhoun property, right, to try to kill them. Whole time, they got brothers up in trees, sniping at brother. I mean, sniping at the heat. My grandfather was a warrior back in the day, man. And all his brothers, man. My grandfather had an extensive family. He had a family of 9. Majority of them men. It's only been 2 women. 7 boys, 2 girls. You know what I'm saying? And had a big old farm, man. That's a lot. They grew up defending their territory, their land. That's how we supposed to do. And we supposed to be fine doing it, man. But our people don't want to police their streets. Our people do not want to police their streets, man. I just heard the other day, man, right? Up on one of our nephews' block, right? The community came out and burned 2 cars, right? They was both high-end Benzes, to my knowledge, right? The reason why they did that is because those were, it was a group of pedophiles living in the apartment. Yeah. That's how people supposed to get out. Now, we're not inciting violence, because you know how YouTube like that.
Yeah. Right.
You're inciting violence and riots. Well, y'all didn't take down the post of that white man saying, yeah, that's how we do to them boys. Drown them.
Right.
Talking about Nolan Wells.
Yeah.
You didn't take down or flag Chud the building when he walking up to the elderly of our people calling them niggers. Yeah, man. And telling them that they chimping out. So when we talk about these racist crackers, man, that constantly have their foot and their knee up on our neck, that constantly shoot us down, it shouldn't be no problem. It should be an even playing field, man. Right? But because they take they KKK hoodie up and they put on their police officer hat, and now they patrolling your streets, man. And all them officers that was up in that KKK, right? Or up in these Proud Boys and all these other white supremacist organizations, they was out there in Washington, D.C., right? On the 4th of July. Masked up, too, right? Masked up with ballistics gear on, man. But we out here with no mask.
Right.
And we out here every weekend. And we come outside to tell our people it's time to come together now. Right? It's time for us to be amongst our own people. These people they've never done any good for us. For as long as we've been a nation, it's never benefited us to be like them. Right? Give me the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and start at verse number 1. Right? What you got?
Jeremiah 10:1.
God, bring that.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Oh, who?
O house of Israel.
So the Lord is speaking to us all the time up in the Bible. He said, hear the words that I speak unto you, O house of Israel. Read.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
What did God say?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
The Lord said, don't learn their ways. Don't go about trying to dye your hair like them, because our women love to do that. Right? They love to try to dye their hair blonde. Right? And all these diverse colors that's not really their own. They're learning the way of the heathen. Right? Since when do the black man like a medium rare steak? We like our food all well done, but somehow the steak gotta be raw. You know why? Because I just watched the video up on YouTube last night. Shoot, all these movies, a lot of these movies, even the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? It's CIA cars. Literally. Walt Disney, he was a fan of the FBI. Literally. And and the FBI was allowing him to do certain movies, right? Even up in the FBI headquarters. That's history. You think they gonna tell you that on DisneyChannel.com? Nah, you gotta dig on these things, man. The way of the king is to know about it, right? And it also says with much patience a prince is taught, man. Right? So even with our young that we have, we got to be patient with them as well and be willing to teach them. Right? Because people think that the children are too young to learn. Right? I want to wait until this time to teach them. Right? How you feeling, King? Right? When in reality, our children, when they're young, that's the peak of their learning. You got to start it young. Start talking. You see it all the time, man. New fathers, they talk to their child while they up in the womb. You got to tell them, man. Right? Hey, hate the heathen, man. You got to, man. Because if you catch yourself holding hands with them, thou shalt surely be thrust through when Christ come back. Right?
But no, that's a fact because you got to offset what your enemy doing. He's trying to teach your kid from the womb. As soon as they come out, they got gay VCs, gay stuff all in the cartoons. It's almost like they got all this, so they trying to teach them the negative way.
Right.
You got to start as early as possible, bro. It's going to counter it.
Yeah, you got to counter it.
The world going to teach them the different way.
Yeah, and you gotta teach them so well that if you leave, then your son is a spitting image of it, right? Because that's what the Bible pushes. Christ learned from God so well that he was the image of it. He told who was I believe it was Peter. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. He said, "Hey, don't." Yeah, John 14:9. He said, "Hey, you don't recognize me?" The Lord was speaking directly through Christ. You know? Say, "You don't recognize me? If you see me, you see my Father." That's how it should be with our sons, right? And that's how it should be even with the daughters. The daughters should be able to spit the wisdom of their fathers. To have that common sense, man. Right? Bring that up.
Revelation chapter 18, the verse 1.
Bring it up.
After these things, I saw the angel come down from heaven,
Read.
having great power,
Right?
and the earth was lightened with his glory.
Right?
He cried loudly with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
Read that again.
Babylon the Great is fallen.
Babylon the Great is a nickname for America. Right? The virgin daughter of Babylon. Babylon the Great whore. Right? Babylon the Great is fallen. America is fallen. Right? Keep reading.
Fallen is the habitation of the devil.
Hey, America's fallen. And look how far it's fallen too. Yes, now is the habitation of all demonous and wicked ways, man. Look, in the days that our people was ruling, you think in King David's time, our women was wearing pants? No, they had their dresses on, right? They had their hair wrapped on, or they was letting they hair out. They wasn't over there crocheting their head with a white woman's hair. They was letting their natural beauty flow. And then on top of that, they had all the jewels. Man. And then on top of that, they were good people as well. We don't see that now, man. All our women want to do nowadays is shake ass. It don't even matter what age they are. They be 50 trying to go to the club.
Right.
No, sister, sit your ass down. It got to be a strong man to tell them that, man. You need to sit your ass down somewhere.
Right.
And it's not even the fact that you think that you're young. You want to fit in with the wicked. That's what it is. Your mother didn't raise you like that.
Damn.
Your father, damn sure didn't raise you like that. Your daddy would go to that damn willow tree and get it cracking, man. Pick the most slickest, bendingest, wrapping it up, he'll braid it up, dip it in water, and wear your ass out with that willow tree, man. Our people want to be just like the heathen. It's okay for the white woman to be like that. She's a whore by nature. Right? Our people want to eat crab. Leave that for the Chinese people, man.
Right.
The Lord called them his wash pot, man. His toilet. It's okay for them to be disgusting like that. But for the princes and the princesses and the kings of the Lord, it's not comely for a king to be like that. It's not beautiful for a woman to act like that either. Now all of our women want to be what? Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, Sukiyana, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and all these other Young Miami. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being Judith, man. JL. Who else, man? Sarah, Esther, Susanna, man. Abigail, man.
Yeah.
Abigail was called a woman that chased after wisdom, man.
Even the sisters that helped Paul in Romans 16.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Phoebe, man. If man, pull that. Give me the book of Romans chapter 16 and verse number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because the Lord loves the women too. They just got to get up and work. And the women got to stop being envious of the wicked women. Because that's what it is. You see them outside shaking ass and a part of them missing. Hey, the same thing is for the men. You see them outside with the chain. You see the YouTubers on with the chains. You know what I'm saying? Hey, not even just the chains. With the what you call it? Not the grills, but the veneers, man.
Yeah.
So much that you done left Chicago Heights and you done took your ass to LA and you came back thinking that you was finna have the veneers that the YouTubers got. Your ass came back with donkey teeth. You came back with George Washington teeth, man.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, man. All because they want to envy the heat. Right? Go ahead.
And then a lot of there's two things I've seen about that. One, a lot of celebrities go through rituals and get their ass whooped and get their shit knocked out. That's why they go get for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. And then two, they use our teeth.
Well,
Heathens. They pull your real teeth and give you these. Why heathens don't get fake teeth?
Right. You don't see them with fake teeth.
No. But they push it because they using yours.
Right. How you feeling, brother?
What's up, man?
Hey, you see yourself on this side real quick? You see yourself on this side real quick? We ain't out here for no reason.
That man security for God.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, your nationality, which one you see that relates to you? On this side is what the world will call you, and on this side is what God will call you.
I don't know. To be honest, I'm not really, I don't know. I just believe it's a higher power. That's all I believe in.
Right. So the higher power, right? His name is Yahweh, right? And he's not the God of everybody. Yes, he created everything, and everything belongs to him, but he has favor unto a specific people, right? The specific people are the children of Israel, right? You would be a so-called black man, they would have called you a Negro, right? So the Negroes will actually be Israelites from the tribe of Judah, right? So what we're bringing out is that our people have been lost for a long time, for a very long time. They haven't known who they are. Give me Isaiah chapter 1 and verse number 3. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse number 3. This prophecy. You're not going to get prophecy inside the Christian church. They don't teach the Bible correctly.
That's why I stopped going.
You see that? Me too, man. For real.
That's why I stopped going.
Hey, you're not wrong for that
They
neither.
were showing me that nigga.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because who the hell is that, man?
I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Exactly, man. Bring that up. Right? Isaiah chapter 1 and verse number 3. Bring it up.
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3.
Bring it up.
Ox knows his owners,
Right?
and the ass is master's crib.
So the Lord is comparing us to two dumbass animals. He said the ox knows his owner, and the ass knows where he belongs to. He knows his master's crib. Right? Read.
Israel do not know.
It say what?
Israel do not know.
But the children of Israel don't know who their God is. They don't know where they actually belong. If I were to ask you what's the motherland, what would you say? say that. But you know what we was answering? We the book of Galatians chapter 4 and verse number 26. Galatians chapter 4 and verse number 26. Right? We're gonna give you the answer of what the true motherland is. Galatians chapter 4 and verse number 26.
This is Galatians chapter 4 and verse number 26.
Bring it out.
But Jerusalem,
But who?
but Jerusalem,
Read.
which is above, is free,
Read.
which is the mother of us all.
Which is the what?
Which is the mother of us all.
So Jerusalem is the ancient high places, right? Which was called in Genesis, it was called Eden, right? That's actually the mother of us all. That's our motherland, right? Jerusalem is. It's not Africa, right? But Jerusalem is right across the Nile, right? Right across from Egypt. They kind of walked in and walked out, right? So Jerusalem is actually our motherland, and we can even prove to you through history that our people got stolen from Judea, which is in Jerusalem, and brought over here to Mississippi. We can show you that from Louisiana State University, right? That's true history. So when they asking all these questions about who the true Jews are, it's always been us. Always. Give me Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse number 2. Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse number 2. There's people that's lying on you, right? They done gave you a false name. They gave you a color of the crayon box. And then they stole your nationality and your land. Right? Bring that up.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse number 2.
Bring it out. 36 and verse number 2.
Judah mourned and against their language.
It say what?
Judah mourned and against their language.
It says Judah mourning, right? We the only people that's marching up in the streets talking about Black Lives Matter. As if marching ever got us anything but a couple minutes on TV. That's all Martin Luther King is known for, is the Million Man March. What happened directly after that? We got our asses slayed and hung some more. Sprayed with fire hoses, dogs sick on us. We done got shot, tased, and shot. Nothing comes from marching. It says Judah's in mourning, and the what? Look.
And against their language.
And the gates thereof language. Gate, in the Hebrew, is really talking about our leadership. Our elders stood at the gates of the city, right? Our elders are up in a bad position now. Now we don't got no leaders. We don't have no, we don't really have any eldership anymore. We don't got nobody to show us the way that we must walk. That's why brothers out here, right? To actually become the gates. If it be the Lord's will, we'll grow old up in His truth, man. So that we could be used for the young to show them how they must walk. Right? Read.
They are black unto the ground.
And say what?
They are black unto the ground.
The Jews are what?
They are black unto the ground.
The Jews are black. Black and brown unto the ground. Man. Scoop up a big thing of soil, it's gonna be our color, man. All shades of brown, man. You go down to Mississippi, they got that so-called red clay. They just call it red, but reality is brown. It's a brown clay, right? A brown vibrant clay, right? They are black unto the ground, read.
And the cry of Jerusalem is going up.
And we're constantly crying. And the Lord is hearing us, man, right? The cries of Jerusalem is going up, right? And not only just us, because we're a representation of Jerusalem, but our land is crying, man. You think that our land don't miss us? The place where we're righteously supposed to be according to God, that place was built just for us. That's why the Jewish man that's over there got the highest skin cancer rate. Because that sun's whooping his ass, man. But you know what? Who was outside during that 112 degree ass heat out here, man? Our people was out there at the beaches, man. Meanwhile, they putting on that sunscreen, and underneath UV rays, it's melanin. Right? Read this.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36 and verse 2.
And look, the Lord so cold, and His words are so true. He told you that you are going to be taken up out of your land and that the Jewish man was going to be over. He told you. All we had to do was do the study. We know that the so-called white man is the nation of Edom, and they keep running away from their name because they know that it got a judgment connect to it, that they're supposed to be wiped off the face of the earth, according to Obadiah, according to Isaiah, according to Jeremiah, according to Ezekiel, according to Christ, right? According to Deuteronomy chapter 20. They're supposed to be wiped out, right? That's why this could never be a white man, right? Read that.
Ezekiel chapter 36 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Thus saith the Lord God, because the enemy hath said against you,
Because your enemies said, read,
aha,
they did what?
aha,
They laughed at us, huh? After they stole us out of our land. They said, aha, read.
even the ancient high places are ours in possession.
Said, huh, we got Eden up in our hands, man. And who's dwelling up in Jerusalem? It's the small hat, children bombing, right? Circumcision slurping, because that's what they do, man. They do that, man. When they circumcise, they suck the blood off, man. Literally, man. And that's real. And that's fair use, because you two try to, go ahead.
Therefore, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord God,
Right?
because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side.
The Lord said, because they have said this, go and prophesy the things that I told you to prophesy to them. Right? Because they made you desolate, man. They wiped you out of your land. And they transported you all the way across like 3 waters, man. Across different waters. They done put you over here, far away from your land. Go to verse 5.
Verse 5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, surely in the fire of my jealousy
Right?
have I spoken against the residue of the heathen.
This is because why? Because the heathen they're laying and doing all manners of wickedness up in our land, which is like the similitude to the wife of the Most High God, right? The mother of us all. They're up in our land. So yeah, the Lord is jealous, right? Read.
And against all Idumea,
And against who?
all Idumea.
You know who Idumea is? Idumea is like the Latin way of saying Edom. Edom is the progenitor of the so-called Caucasian man, right? He said, so the Lord is telling us to prophesy against the so-called white man, right? Read that again.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, surely,
Go ahead.
surely in the fire of my jealousy
Right?
have I spoken against the residue of the heathen.
Have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, right? The Lord prophesied against the residue of the heathen for our sake. Read.
And against all Idumea,
And against all the white people, read.
which have appointed my land into their possession.
The Lord said that the white man was going to take your land, all the way from Ezekiel. So when you have the Christian church saying that you don't need to read the Old Testament, that means that there's an agenda that was even pushed on the people that subscribe to Christianity, that subscribe to Catholicism, and all of these different religions, man. Because they want to keep you blind, deaf, dumb, and stupid up in America, man. Right? Keep reading.
Which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart.
With the joy of all their heart, man. Now they pin dropping over there and dancing, doing that nasty dance that they do for the bar mitzvah over there up in your land. When you supposed to be up in Jerusalem with your mom drinking a damn lemonade with her feet up underneath the shade, and you supposed to be over there doing the stanky leg, man. You supposed to be happy, man. You supposed to be two-stepping and jerking and bopping, man. You know what I'm saying? But instead, we dragging ass over here, man. And we tired of this country. We're tired of this society, man. We're tired of the weather, the bipolar weather. We don't even get a spring, man. Right? Chicago get springtime. What's the 2 seasons we get?
Shit, winter and summer.
Winter and summer, man. Yes, sir, man. Man, come back and listen for a minute when you got time, King.
Shalom, King.
All right, shalom, man. See, our people know that we're Israelites now, but now it's time for the action. Now it's time to know what we're doing. And sister, it's good seeing you again. You brought your son this time. All praises. She told us about you about 4 years ago when we was on same night the cottage down there. 4 Happy's closed, man. It's good to see you. Right? Keep reading on that.
And have appointed my land into their possession
Right.
with the joy of all their heart,
Keep reading.
with despiteful minds,
With the spiteful minds, read.
to cast it out for a prey.
To cast it out for a prey, man. Now they over there selling goods over there, man. Now they're bombing your spot, man. They're bombing your land, your motherland, the mother of us all. They're bombing that spot. They're raping Palestinian women over there. They marched for that.
Raping the men too.
They raping the men too. You can't put them past. They raping the men too. Right? Because they see you as cattle and as sheep and for their use, man. Right? Keep reading.
Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel,
Right?
and say unto the mountains,
And it said the land of Israel, read.
and say unto the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers,
Right.
and to the valleys, thus saith the Lord God,
Right?
behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen.
Because, hey, now the heathen over there, they doing their own thing now. So now the Lord he's causing the land to be bombed, man. He's causing it to be destroyed because there got to be a cleansing.
LGBT.
Yeah, the LGBT community is not permissible according to the Most High God. The Lord said that their blood shall be upon their heads. Right? It's their own fault why they not. Right? You ready?
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, I have lifted up mine hand. Surely the heathen that are about you, they shall bear their shame.
They shall bear their shame, man. Right? So the heathen that's up in our land and that are around us, they're going to bear their shame, man. And there's nothing that anybody could do about it, man. Because you got people of our own people that's trying to save them with the Bible, saying that all Gentiles shall be saved, man. When in Jeremiah it said that the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. So how can everybody be saved, man? If Christ is coming to kill the people, all the people that had us in captivity. And all the nations had us in captivity. It's not just the so-called white man. Before the so-called white man came with the transatlantic slavery, there was something called the sub-Saharan slavery, where our brothers that's up in the Muslim faith, they cleave to them. Right? The Arabs showed them how to get down on us. We're not African, the Egyptians showed everybody else and paved the way to have us oppressed. Literally. So we're not no Egyptians. And the Lord said that in the book of Exodus chapter 11 and verse number 7. That against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord does put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. Says it word for word like that. Hey, and if anybody got any questions about the sign, you can definitely ask. We up here for all the questions. Any question. Right? So what we have to do now, read this. Right? What we have to do now is come back to our God so that we can reap the benefits now. Because we didn't have our fair share of the generational curses that's written all up in one chapter, Deuteronomy 28 and verse number 15 on down. But now we got to get the blessings. And now the time is that we're about to get saved by Christ again. We're about to get saved by Christ, man. You think that they just built the Space Force for no reason? There was a 1942 movie that, you know, the title was Gay Niggers from Outer Space. Look it up. I'm not lying, man. Literally. And that's them. They scoffing the Lord, man.
That's when they start pushing all the agendas.
Exactly. Because they know these prophecies.
Balfour Declaration.
Yeah, the Balfour Declaration, man.
1942.
Yeah, man. Not 48.
Or 48.
Yeah, a couple years later, man.
A couple years later.
Yeah, man.
That's during that time.
Yeah.
They start pushing that agenda, having the media,
see?
propaganda and everything.
Yeah. And so they making movies, and you think that anything's changing nowadays? What do you think that Avengers Endgame is about? You think it's a coincidence? They made Thanos purple, right? That's just a colored man. It's euphemism, right? With a double-edged sword. Because Christ is described having a double-edged sword. With a double-edged sword. And then what? Thanos got the glove on, right, with the Infinity Stones. The Lord calls that an ephod. The priest wore those. Crazy. Christ coming back with one. An ephod up on his chest. With all the so-called Infinity Stones up on it. And then who you got fighting against Thanos? You got Captain America. That's America. Literally. Thor. That's Germany. Right? You got Black Widow and Hawkeye. That's Russia and Ukraine.
No, that's already us.
Yeah. No, not them.
Not them. I'm saying.
Yeah, Russia and Ukraine. Go
I was
ahead.
just saying, and look what Thanos gonna do. He's gonna cleanse the world. Right?
Exactly, and to snap half of the world out of existence. When you read the book of Zechariah, it says that two-thirds of the earth shall die, shall be cut off and die. That's what Thanos did. He snapped it away. And you know what? The thing about that is, the movie, they couldn't stop it. They had to go back in time, which is what they wish they could do, right? They wish they could just go back in time and just stop it. Yeah, because if it was up to them, they would literally treat us different. They in the thick of it now. They in the thick of it. So now they know they're at the point of no return. And isn't that what they saying up on the news? Right? Joe Rogan and all them, man. They saying that America's at a point of no return. These things are happening, and they telling you right up in your face. Why? Because like we brought out earlier, the CIA is behind a lot of these movies, man. And shoot, Hulk is a representation of thermonuclear bombs, man. Gamma radiation, right? Gamma radiation. Radiation poisoning comes from what? Bombs, man. Thermonuclear bombs, man. Who else up on the Avengers? Did I miss somebody?
You said Avengers?
Black Panther.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody love Black Panther, right? That's not a Negro.
Doctor Strange and
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That they sorcerer.
Black Panther is talking about the true Africans, the Egyptians, the first people that had us in slavery when Moses was living, right? And then y'all say, who else?
Doctor Strange, they wizard.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, man. Yeah, they witchcraft, they lies, man. Right? And same thing with Wanda, with Scarlet Witch, right? They one and the same, right? Yeah,
wise man.
It's really just two. It's two sides of the. It's two wings, the same bird though. Republican Party, one wear blue, and then Republican Party, and then Democratic Party. It's the same thing. Two wings, same bird. And then don't forget, man. Tony Stark, man.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man. That's your Elon Musk right there. They put it up in the movies how he was gonna be, man. Right? Literally. AI created robots.
He created Sentry.
Hey, what else, man? Tony Stark up in the second Iron Man movie, he literally was battling against Congress, man. Iron Man.
Iron Man.
And Iron Man 2. You know who he is up in.
Produced that movie, right?
Say it again.
You know who produced that movie, right?
Who did?
Pentagon.
Who?
Pentagon.
The Pentagon. Yeah. We was just touching on that earlier, man. Literally,
I'm gonna
man.
look something.
Yeah, for real. See that? But it's like Tony Stark is the representation of what? Their technological advances. Elon Musk specifically. They told you that he was coming on the scene before he came up on the scene. Yeah. Tony Stark did everything that Elon Musk did. Down to debating Congress in the congressional hearings, all the way to separating from the United States and doing his own thing. Right? But they switched it up in Civil War. Basically. Yeah, man. They switching it all up. But they putting it right up in your face, man. Go ahead.
It says Elon Musk served as a real-life inspiration for the cinematic version of Tony Stark, with Robert Downey Jr. studying his mannerisms, and SpaceX hosting production for Iron Man 2.
The Lord's so cold, we didn't even need that. We didn't need that to see that. We didn't get that from Google. We just seen it with the spiritual eyes. But they proving us right. They're proving us right, man. So they put all these things up in these movies. Yeah, they not making them for nothing. Because they got to tell you first.
Yeah,
They got to tell you before they act.
that's called
It's a religion.
The law of the land,
They said
man.
they gotta tell you. They gonna tell you. You believe them if you want. That's why they put in movies, cartoons. They put in Avengers.
Yeah.
It's like I told you, you believe it or not.
Let's see that?
They're trying to be like
Most people don't believe it.
Exactly.
They don't believe it.
Right. And you, as a child of God, you're supposed to be able to see it because
Like me.
even though similar
I don't know
to
what to
it's
believe.
like you.
But they fell out here with a lot of shit. So it's like,
That's true.
how you supposed to know? You got the Muslims, you got Israelites, you got people like that.
See that?
We don't really know what to believe in, you know?
Right. See that? And that's the thing. The Lord said that it was going to be like that. Right? Because this truth not really for everybody. As much as we would love for all of our people to get it, all of our people not going to get it. Because why 2/3 of the land shall be cut off and die? Because they not going to get it. It's only meant for 1/3 of our people to get it.
That's crazy.
There. It's the way it got to be though. What you at?
Real quick, King. Remember this. Always remember this too when it comes to your enemy. Follow the thing that they shun the most. Because anything they punish you the most, Israelite is the only thing you can't say you is in this world.
Right.
Look at Kyrie. Say he a real Jew, then they kick him out the league.
Kanye.
Look at Kanye. Say he a real Jew, one from a billionaire. He could have said he. We have people that say he's Muslim. We got rappers. Everybody say they Muslim. Everybody say they
NFL
Christian.
players, too.
We got a lot of people that say they everything else. As soon as you say you're a Hebrew Israelite,
It's a rap.
it's a rap. Because why we on the subline politics like we're a terrorist group?
They said that
Why
we're domestic terrorists.
When we doing
Like
it right
we're
now,
allowed-
they consider us terrorists. No, seriously. You can look that up.
That's crazy.
But that's what I say. So look into stuff like that. Like when your enemy try to keep you away from the most, it's like it got to be something that funny.
I knew we was the chosen one. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just a lot.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah, everybody had an inkling that we were
Yeah,
chosen.
you know, it's just.
People just need the proof now.
We all been
Right.
there. Like I said, we all been there. We all been there.
But the only people that's gonna prove it is the Israelites.
I'm glad I stopped though.
Yeah, for
I'll
sure.
be on 79 in college.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was right there when the Happy was open.
Yeah.
That other store open up. See, you see what they doing? Because that was them like two years ago
For real?
that they cut Happy though. They just occupying space now.
And they put the church right there. That's not whatever the fuck they come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they just occupying space now, man.
I stopped going to church when I was like 15.
Hey, I'm in the same
I was
boat.
28, so I stopped going to church.
Right.
I don't
Same age, man.
really know, man. You know, I just believe. I want to believe in that shit, but like,
That's why I was telling you, because I seen you and the sister and the brother that was right here, that was looking at the signs. That's why I'm like, if y'all got questions, or you feel like the Bible contradicts itself in any way,
I
Tell
seen
me
T.D.
now.
Jakes and it was crazy.
yeah.
How long y'all finna be out here?
That's true. As
Take
long
your
as
brother
the
in for it.
Hey, you coming back?
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
He's like
Don't
a
you
real
ever
false
willing, we'll be out here,
prophet.
man. You see that? But yeah, T.D. Jakes is up on there, man. Mr. Swallow. Yeah, Mr. Swallow you up. Yeah, that's what we calling him, Mark. He said that, man.
He did.
And you know what? He the only nigga that didn't make it on the Shade Room. You know why? Because his daughter owns Shade Room.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, you got outed for being Bati boy,
Yep.
and it didn't make no Shade Room. But let Lil Durk,
But the people called it.
Sue Surf made it.
The people called it.
Yeah, the
Why
people
can't
called it.
Jay say no?
Exactly.
That's when they start putting together on your daughter.
Right. And he's supposed to be retired or something now.
And gave it to her.
Yeah, and they gave it to her. So now she occupying the church. She getting a check. She getting Shade Room money. And Christian church money, man. And you know Eve gonna be up in that church. Eve is up in that church. And she gonna say hallelujah to everything that she say. These niggas ain't sugar honey iced tea. Can I get an amen? That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be up in them churches, man. But let
The woman, the new head.
see that the woman, the new head. The hell is the new head? The new head, man. The new head doctrine.
What can I tell you? She a pastor teaching men what you could like.
See that?
You ain't gonna. A woman pastor ain't gonna teach them to submit to a man. I just can't ever see
At
it.
all. At
I
all.
can't ever see it.
Yeah, and you know it's a whole bunch of the scriptures that she finna omit too, man. Oh, Timothy gotta go.
Right.
The whole Timothy.
Yeah.
All the shut your mouth precepts, them out of there. And then they gonna get to typing, man. They gonna type in the Times New Romans. 12 and 12 on 12, man. Right, thou shalt listen to the woman.
All caps.
And Esau gonna be like right on, man. For real, man. The white man gonna be right on. You know what I'm saying? And so the times is changing now. And now we gotta give me the book of Revelations 18 and 4. What you hoping? Because
Oh yeah, I have Romans. Romans 3.
bring it up.
Because it all correlates together.
Yeah,
He was asking us just the old, like, no, we need the whole thing.
No, the whole thing. Because the Old Testament tell you what the New Testament is talking about. That's why people don't know what the New Testament is talking
That's
about.
why I asked you.
Yeah. It's so, because, like, say for example, like, people say that God love everybody, right? And salvation is for everybody. But what did Christ say?
I feel like God love you. He can love you, but he don't gotta accept you. That's how I look at it.
Well,
He can love you, but he don't gotta accept you.
what do God love the so-called white man?
I can't even answer that.
What about the Chinese man?
I can't
He had
even
us in
answer that
slavery
shit.
too.
I don't
Who you
know.
think
I
built?
thought God just loved everybody. I don't know, man. I don't.
Listen, drop it.
That's why I came right here.
Give
Explain
me
to me.
Joel chapter 2 and verse number 27.
Tell me something.
All right, give me the book of Matthew chapter 15 and verse number 2. All right, these scriptures should really just be the foundation of where you learn that. Right? If our people learned the Bible this way, they would know the words of Christ. Everybody claim they read the Bible front to back and back to front. It's somebody lying. Because how you skip over all these precepts that we about to bring up. Right?
I never read it, so I don't know.
Yeah, give me that. Joel 2 and 27. Whoever that was. Give me Joel 2 and 27.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 24.
Now, this is Christ speaking, right? Listen to what he said,
But he answered and said,
right?
are you not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel?
Christ said that I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So, in a nutshell, in plain terms, Christ said, God only sent me for the children of Israel.
Okay, got you.
That's it. That's all. And he told the heathen this. Right? Yeah. told her that. That's Christ's words. So now what we're going to do with Christ, we're going to build a foundation up on it. Because, and we're going to go to some of their points that they say, and we're going to show you some things, right? Give me that Joel 2:27.
It's the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
That's God talking. He said it. You shall know that I am in the midst of Israel. I'm in the midst of you. The blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. That I'm with you. Read.
And that I am the Lord your God,
Who's God?
your God,
Read.
and none else.
He said, I'm the Lord, your God, and I'm nobody else's God. Read.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
So we can't be ashamed to say that God does not love the white man. Right? God does not love the nation of Edom. He hates them. Give me that up in Romans chapter 9 and verse number 13. Give me the book of Malachi.
So like, cause the good point is too, it's like, all the food you eat, you don't love it all. You don't love all the food you eat.
Right.
There's some food you love,
Right.
but it's some food you just eat because you was hungry.
Right.
And you like, but you bought it all.
Right.
So God made everything, but it's a specific nation who He loved,
Right.
and who He gave specific things to, who He cherished. But He created everything else for a reason. But that's who He loved, and that's what the brothers been bringing out. Everything you eat, you don't love.
Yeah, because the Lord, like, just because the Lord uses something, don't mean that He loves it.
Right.
Like the white man was used to get us back in order to be a witness to it. I'm gonna let this go. All right, just because the Lord uses something, don't mean that He loves it. Right? I use toilet paper that don't mean I'm trying to keep the toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the foods, like the brother was bringing up, I hate raisins. I do not like raisins. Hey, but when Jacob Trouble comes, I'm gonna have that little red box, man. When all hell break loose and it's a food shortage, best believe I'm finna give me some grapes, man. Meaning some raisins, rather. I'm gonna eat them, man. Because the Lord gave them to me, right? So just because the Lord uses people, because like I said before, the Lord used the so-called white man as a whooping stick to us because we disobeyed his laws. One of the curses that he said that we would be up under, one of the generational curses that he said that we would be up under is in Deuteronomy 28 and verse number 32. He said, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with hunger for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. Right? They were used for a specific cause, literally just for us to get back up in order. Because once we start looking at the heathen and be like, oh, I want to be like that, Lord got to put belt to ass there. And the Lord's belt big. The Lord belt looked like the whole I-80.
Yeah.
It looked like the whole Route 30. Route 30 stretched from one end of the country, literally all the way to California.
Yeah, Route 66.
Yeah, Route 66. Right. That too, man. The Lord belt looked like that. So when you have to whoop a whole nation as, it's not just gonna look like one thing. It's gonna look like slavery, captivity. It's gonna look like bad businesses, right? It's gonna look like black on black crime, black on Hispanic crime, Hispanic on black crime, Hispanic on Hispanic crime, right? It's gonna look like all these things. It's gonna look like going into slavery on slave ships, right? Because that's one thing our people don't know either. That the curses are literally laid out in one chapter. Generational curses. You heard of them. All of them are written in one chapter. All of them. In Deuteronomy 28. And one of the main ones is the last one. And that's the reason why the Lord has saved that one for last. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 16. Hold that. Right? Because the curses are an identifying marker on who the children of Israel are. That's what Deuteronomy 28 and 46 says. Right? They shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Right? Bring that up. Verse 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it up.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Wait, read that again.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
You know what Egypt means?
Egypt?
Yeah.
I thought Egypt was
It's a place,
Yeah, I thought
literally,
it was a
right?
place. That's all I thought it
But
was.
remember, like Deuteronomy is after they got brought out of Egypt.
Okay.
They got brought out of Egypt in Exodus, I believe, chapter 12, right? And now this is 2 books later, right? This is Deuteronomy. So he said, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. You know what they was doing up in Egypt? Give me Judith chapter 5 and verse number 11. Right? The book of Judith chapter 5 and verse number 11.
Oh.
Right? We're gonna show you exactly what they were doing. Right? And once we read it, you're gonna be like, that's right. Because all of us done sat and watched the Ten Commandments movie, right? With Granny. No? Well, shoot, all of them did. Shoot.
There you are, TV, man.
See that? Look at this. Bring this up.
It's the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 11.
Bring it up.
Therefore, the king of Egypt
Right.
rose up against them
Rose up against the Israelites, read.
and dealt subtly with them
Right? Meaning sneakily, read.
and brought them low with laboring in brick and made them slaves.
And made them what?
And made them slaves.
Because who you think built them pyramids? They trying to give all your credit that you did up in hard bondage and slavery up in Egypt. They trying to say aliens.
Well, the pyramid, right?
Yeah.
I thought we did that.
Yeah, we did. Absolutely. See? Yeah, man. So we were slaves in Egypt. So when the Lord say, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again, remember the Lord, we talk like the Lord, right? Hosea 12 and 10 says that the Lord is going to use similitudes by the ministry of the prophets, right? Meaning that he's going to have euthanisms. He's going to have similitudes up in there. Just like if I say that I'm around the corner, I don't mean go look around the corner. I mean I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? I'll be there in a minute. That don't mean count down from 60. You know what I'm saying? It just means I'm on my way, man. You know what I'm saying?
People there,
Exactly, right? But you tell the white man that he counting, he 59, 58. Yeah, man. And so the way that the Lord is speaking, he told you what we were doing up in Egypt. Now read this, right? Because there's a reason why there's a pyramid all the way on the western hemisphere of the world.
Yeah, that's crazy.
On the back of your dollar. It's because this place is likened unto Egypt. Right? Read that again.
Lord shall bring you.
When we up in our land, our car's not gonna sound like that. That's Bodine. I'm gonna be honest. Right? Read that again.
Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So Egypt literally means between a rock and a hard place, slavery or bondage. Right? So the Lord said, the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How we get here to America?
With ships.
Ships.
Yeah, read that again from the top.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into slavery again, read.
With ships.
With ships. The Lord said that we'll come over here on slave ships. Give me Revelation chapter 11 and verse number 8 real quick. Right? Read that.
But we were up, I speak unto thee.
Right?
Thou shalt see it no more again.
The place where the Lord first talked to us, right, was in Egypt. Right? Moses literally was sent to Egypt to speak unto the children of Israel. You can read that up in Exodus. Right? That's where the Lord first spoke to us at. In Egypt. Right? He said, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Meaning you ain't gonna see this Egypt again. It's gonna be a whole nother Egypt. Whole nother slavery. Right, read this.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8.
Bring it up.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
And so our bodies are spread out and we get shot down and killed with like, being hung and having the knee on our neck all throughout the streets of America. Right, read.
Which spiritually,
Which what?
which spiritually,
No, which literally.
which spiritually
Which spiritually, read.
is called Sodom and Egypt.
So America, because they homosexuality up over here, called Sodom, right? And because of the hard slavery, they're called Egypt, just like the first Egypt, right? So read this.
And the Lord shall bring thee again into Egypt with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Read.
By the way whereof I speak unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So not that Egypt, but this Egypt, right? Read.
And then ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And what?
And then ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
The Lord said, when we get up off the slave ships, we're going to be sold to your enemies. Who we get sold to? Well, are they our friends or enemies?
That's a real question.
Yeah.
Well,
I gotta ask.
now,
this.
they enemies, I think.
Yeah. You see, you gotta know it. You see, because you think Trayvon Martin think that these white people is his friends? What about Nolan Wells? Think
That's
Nolan
good. I
Wells?
got it.
Yeah, got his throat and lung stolen at his body. And his parents taught him to not see color, to not see his enemies. But the Lord said, read that again.
There ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
God called the white man our enemies. Plain and simple. If God said it, then that means it's true. Ain't nobody else going to no slavery on no other slave ships except for the people up on this side. And yes, our Hispanic brothers as well, because they was fleeing from King Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, and they came over here first. That's where you get the term Native American, because they were the first to find this land. The Hispanics and Native Americans.
Oh, they were slaves too.
Yeah. They ran from the king of Assyria over here. Right? Keep reading.
But see, there shall ye, there shall see no more again.
Right?
And there shall ye be sold unto your enemies.
Read.
For bond man
For slave man
and bond woman.
and slave woman. Read.
And no man shall buy.
And Martin Luther King wasn't going to save you. Malcolm X wasn't going to save you. Marcus Garvey wasn't going to save you. Nat Turner wasn't going to save you. The only one that can save you is Christ. And they said no man shall save you. But look what Christ said up in through his prophets, through Isaiah. He said, I will not meet you as a man. He's coming back in full angelic glory. Literally. And that's why the government made a space force immediately, because they see it. Remember the UFOs is up on the news? Yeah, man. Yeah, bunkers. And you know the cool thing about the bunkers? The Lord already knew that they was gonna dig bunkers. Right? Got that up in Amos. Yeah, man. Yeah. The Lord already knew that they was gonna try to dig them some bunkers, right? Try to go up in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They don't even know. They playing right into the Lord's hands. And the Lord doing all this for us. That's why we gotta come back and learn who we are. Start practicing our laws again. Get our women up in order. You know what I'm saying? And that might be one of the hardest things, man. Next to get, yeah. But they'll get up in order as long as we're up in order, so we gotta work on us first. Yeah, it starts with us first, man. They'll get up in order. There's women up in order now. The Naomi's is back up on the earth. The Sarah's is back up on the earth, man. Through the regeneration, man. Right there's women that have followed Christ through the regeneration, man. Literally. And followed all the prophets and apostles throughout the regeneration. Right? Bring this up.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 1.
Bring it up.
I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the post may shake,
Read.
and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword.
Hey, and it said all of them. All of our enemies gotta go, man. Right? The only ones that almost they don't even get a pass because you get put into our hands.
So who
You
is
know
our
what I'm
enemy?
saying? Go again, say it again.
So who is our enemy?
Who is out?
Why
Give me
you-
the book of Psalms chapter 83. Right? Psalms chapter 83. Right, read that again. Yeah, we go.
Amos chapter 9 and verse 1.
Bring it
I
up.
saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the post may shake, and cut them in the head,
Right.
all of them.
These are enemies.
And I will slay the last of them with the sword.
Right?
He that fleeth from them shall not flee away.
Right?
He that escapeth from them shall not be delivered.
Read.
Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them.
He said, though they dig into hell, even though they dig into the earth, he said what?
Then shall my hand take them.
He said, my hand's still gonna take them. Still gonna destroy them. Even if they dig up into the bunker. Right, read?
Though they climb up to the heavens,
Even if they try to go back to the moon. Right? Though they climb into the heavens, try to escape earth. Read.
thence will I bring them down.
The Lord said he gonna bring them down. How you feel, King? Right? Even if they flying up in the air, the Lord said he promised he gonna swap them down. Right? Keep reading.
And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel,
Hey, that's a mountain, right? Mount Carmel. Even though they have their bunkers inside of the mountains, read.
I will search and take them out
I'm
thence.
gonna search, I'm gonna dig them out. Keep reading.
And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea,
Hey, even though because they China, that's China, man. They got little circuits inside. They got a highway that has glass underneath the ocean, man. That they driving through, man. And submarines, man. Though they go into the depths of the sea, what do you say?
thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them.
And the Leviathan gonna come out on their end. It's over with, man. Right? Keep reading.
And though they go into captivity
Right.
before their enemies,
Right?
thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them.
Hey, so even when they're up in our hands, the Lord is gonna still command them to command us to do what we do to them, especially when they're breaking our laws. Because when our laws are in full effect, it's Old Testament all over again for them. We gonna bring back stoning. We bringing back whipping and scourging, right? We gonna completely and utterly beat them into submission, and that's righteous according to God. Why? Because they need to drink the double cup that they gave to us, right? They gotta drink it double. They need a double shot of the fury that they gave to us. They have to have that same double unto them.
1,000 years.
Yeah, for 1,000 years, and then the Lord go completely wipe out the so-called white man. Now for your question, who are our enemies? Right, read this. Right, and this is the sign showing our enemies right? From number 2 on down.
Right here, right?
Yep. Yep. But this is more in depth though.
Okay.
Right? This is gonna give you the names of them.
All the 18 nations.
Psalms.
Yeah.
Psalms chapter 82, 83, and verse number 2.
Bring it out.
Lo, the enemies make it to smoke.
Wait, read that again.
Lo, the enemies make it to smoke.
You heard that, King? It said, "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult." A tumult is like they over there sneak this, right? For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. Read.
They that hate thee have lifted up their head.
Right? It's gonna name them. Right? Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Right. So they all came together, right, and took crafty counsel. Got to talking about you, how they could have you enslaved forever. Right? Read.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right?
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
What they said?
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
The Lord said that they said to us, about us rather, amongst each other, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. You know what that looks like? That looks like divide and conquer. Instead of these people, right, knowing that they're one nation, right, they're gonna think that they're separate nations. And we're the same nation, just different tribes. Literally. Come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more and remember.
So that they can make us forget who we are.
When they have consulted together with one consent,
They came together with one consent, one mind. Read.
they are confederate against thee.
They are what?
They are confederate against
The
thee.
Lord said that they was confederate against us before they even laid out a flag, a little confederate flag. Right? Keep reading.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The who?
The tabernacles of Edom.
Edom is the so-called white man, like we was talking about. Read.
And the Israelites.
And the what?
Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelite is the Arabian man. The people that our people want to go to the mosque with, right, and do Ramadan with, man. They second up on the list of being the Lord's and your top enemies, right? Read.
Of Moab.
Of who?
Moab.
Moab is the Chinese man. Read.
And the Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes are Africans. Read.
Gabal.
Gabal is more Africans. Read.
Ammon.
And Ammon is the Japanese man, right? The one that's drawing Dragon Ball Z, man. Akira Toriyama, man. Yeah. Hey, I like Dragon Ball because they talking about us. We the only ones that get called.
I heard about it. Somebody said that too.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z is really,
Yeah, for real, right? Read.
Amalek.
And Amalek is the Jewish man. Read.
Philistine.
The Philistines, the Palestinians, right? They not safe either. That's why they getting bombed right now. Read.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Tyre is more Africans as well. Canaanites. Read.
Sir has also joined with them.
It said Assur has joined with them, right? The Assyrians, right? Read.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Meaning they helped the children of Lot. The children of Lot is Moab and Ammon. They helped the Chinese.
no race like us, huh?
Yeah, man. All these people is against you because they know that you are the most special people. And if we get them up, if we're up in power, they don't get to eat. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Chinese people eating a stingray. What you doing eating a stingray? Yeah, they over there eating jellyfish and stingray. How you even doing that, man? Go ahead.
And look at that. Everybody he named, that's your United Nations.
Literally,
None of these people got a seat in the United Nations.
they all got somebody representing them.
Yeah. One of
Right.
them countries, one of them people represent these people.
You may think, oh, the Mexicans got their own land. No, they don't.
No, they
It's
don't.
the Spaniards that's ruling over
Yeah.
there. They're the nation of Edom.
So that's what that look like today. The United Nations is the one pushing to keep these people from knowing who they are and what we got to do and who we are.
Yeah, and that's why the Jewish people, their government came out and said that their number one threat is black youth.
Yeah.
That's horrible, man. Because I don't see no YNs running up on no Jewish people. Nowhere.
Never.
Nowhere. You know what I see up in Jerusalem though? The Jewish people spitting on Christian sisters. spitting on our women. And you know that they're the most evil, nasty people. Because they not just spitting, they throwing up on them.
Yeah.
I seen the video. How you throw up off a command?
Look it up. Look it up.
How you throw up off a command, man? And the sister just took it like it was, she didn't have nobody to defend her, man. I'm telling you, man, I would have went out on my shield, man, if I would have seen that, man.
Facts.
He would have surely got put to death if he threw up on my sister, on any of the women of my nation, man. Literally. Our people don't got nobody to stand up for them no more. So now it takes young men out here to really come and teach our people and show them what's actually going on, because with the Bible, our people been lied to for too long. It's never been a white man's book. Let's get Ephesians chapter 4 and verse number 13. Ephesians 4 and verse number 13. Because the Lord sent us out here for a specific reason, and it's to unite our people, right? Christ came and he did his job. He died for us, and then he gonna come back and regather us, right? But he died for us to be one kingdom again, so that the blacks and Hispanics could be one people again. Don't you know that that's the best duo on the face of the earth?
I wonder why we get treated the same, like the Mexicans and blacks.
Yeah. And for some strange reason, they try to throw the Chinese in with what? Since when, bro? Last time I checked, it was a dusty ass Chinese man that shot that young king, man.
Yeah.
I think whatever that. What was that?
Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Derek
At
Child
the gas station, right?
at a gas station
Yeah.
over a bottle of water.
He ain't even
Last
paid.
time I checked, women was just getting their ass whooped with broomsticks
Yeah.
up in the beauty supply store by these same people that they trying to group with us. They a minority over here because they want to be. They came over here working on railroads and all that, man. We got brought over here, and the people that was already over here got conquered, man. We're not here because we want to be. We can't afford to leave. Trust me, I would leave. It's expensive as hell though, man. And it's too much work. What I look like leaving this place and leaving my people high and dry when I got the opportunity to actually teach them what's actually going on. They'd have been threw away they'd have been tossed to and fro with Christianity, with Islam, with Buddhism, with Judaism, and every other ism out there, man. So I can't leave. I gotta watch this place burn, man. And Lord willing, the Lord will have mercy on me as he had mercy on Lot in his day, and sent his angels to come and save him, just like it's prophesied up in the last days for the chariots of God, the so-called UFOs, to save us. What our ancestors sang about. Swing low, sweet chariot. What chariot you know swing? They was talking about the UFOs, man. Swing low, sweet chariot coming forth to carry me home. That's actually the book of Jeremiah chapter 16. Literally, either 16 or 17. Bring that up.
It's the book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 13.
Bring it up.
So we all come in the unity of the faith.
Let's start at verse number 12.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 12.
Go.
For the perfecting of the saints.
Why we out here?
For the perfecting of the saints.
We're out here for the perfection of our people, because our people don't believe that they can be perfect. Right? But to be perfect is to be sincere. If you're sincere in the Lord, you can be perfect. Because you're going to try with all your might and with all your soul to do what the Lord said. Right? Read.
For the work of the ministry.
For the what?
For the work of the ministry.
Because there's much work to do. Christ prayed for us to be. Give me the book of Matthew chapter 9 and verse number 36. Right? Matthew chapter 9 and verse number 36. Christ and the apostles literally prayed for us to do this right now. That's how we know that we're sent from the Lord. Because it's literally an answer to their prayers. Man. Right? Read.
For the perfecting of the saints.
Wait, hold on. Read this.
Matthew chapter 9, verse 36.
Bring it out.
And when he saw the multitude, he was moved with compassion.
He was what?
He was moved with compassion on them.
Just talking about Christ. When he saw how all of us was moving, and remember, this up in the time of Rome, right? Rome is basically America. America's moving the exact same way. All the freakism, all the whores, all this and that. That's why it was a wonder for Christ to be born of a virgin, because when the last time you've known a virgin to be pregnant off of her first partner? Literally, you have it. That's unknown. And that's why people think that it was an immaculate conception. No, it wasn't an immaculate conception. Joseph was the father. It was just a wonder in the earth because Rome was freaked out, man. Just like America. I don't know, I only know one sister with her token, with the token of her virginity. I only know one. Brothers don't know none, right? All the women, well, what's the saying that they say, man? Man, all they ass is going. And that's how it was up in Rome, right? Read that from top again.
When he saw the multitude, he was moved with compassion on them.
He was moved with compassion because he was still brainwashed in. Everybody went, the cliche saying is, when in Rome, do as the Romans. And that's what our people was doing, and that's what they doing now. They when in America, do as the Americans. Might as well be the same, right? You ready?
Because they fainted and were scattered abroad.
We were scattered abroad. We were separated. But we wasn't all together on one accord. Our people was basically warring against each other, man. Right, Reed?
As sheep having no shepherd.
As sheep having no shepherd. We didn't have no leadership, man. Reed? And when our one true leader came, they killed him. Reed?
This said he unto the disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous.
The harvest truly is plenteous. It's a lot of work to do. Reed?
But the laborers are few.
But the laborers is few. You only see a few of us out here teaching the actual truth. Right? So we teaching the truth. So it seems almost impossible. Some people just don't believe it. Right? Read.
Pray ye therefore the Lord of harvest.
It say what?
Pray ye therefore the Lord of harvest.
It said pray you to the Lord. Read.
That he will send forth laborers into his harvest.
That he will send forth laborers into this harvest. So that's how we know that we sent. Because the Lord sent us out here and we doing exactly how he told us to. Come out into the highways and hedges and bid my people to come in. Right? Continue on that.
Ephesians chapter 4 and verse number 12.
Bring it up.
For the perfecting of the saints,
Right?
for the work of the ministry,
Right?
for the edifying of the body of Christ,
For the education of the body of Christ, which is the children of Israel. Read.
till we all come in the unity of the faith,
Till we all believe with one mind. That's the mission, right? Because we got to convince everybody. That's why we debate the Muslims. We debate the Christians. We debate the Catholics and the Jewish people. We debate all of them. And we be coming out on top every time. We don't lose. Because the Lord said that if you speak my words, then you're going to have a mouth that no man can gainsay. They can't speak against it. Because it's plain upon tables. It's right there. Keep reading.
till we all come in the unity of the faith,
Right?
and of the knowledge of the Son of God,
And the knowledge of Christ, who came for who? The lost sheep of the house of Israel, like we read earlier. Read.
unto a perfect man,
Unto a what?
a perfect man,
Unto a perfect man, that we could be like him. Right? Keep reading.
unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ.
So that means that we can fully keep the law. Do the church teach that though? They teach no man can be perfect. But Christ was perfect. Christ told you to be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. Right? Noah was perfect. They didn't say that, man. Noah is a righteous man. Perfect. Job was perfect. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was perfect, man. Keeping all the laws of the Lord, man. So surely his sons, their sons, can be perfect.
See, that's a lot of that goes with that immaculate conception.
Yeah,
Because they don't want you to think that it's possible.
exactly.
You have to be some miracle. God put you in a woman's belly to be able to be perfect and keep all the laws.
Right, thinking that an angel then sat down and laid with Mary when the Lord said that in the regeneration, right, we're not going to be given in marriage or taken up in marriage, but shall be as the angels of God. So they don't lay down and have no sex. Right? Literally, they don't lay down and have sex. So now they saying that, oh, Gabriel, he kind of snuck in. Right? And then after that,
I ain't heard that.
yeah, they say they blame Gabriel for too much.
Yeah.
I know Gabriel is tired as hell because the Muslims say that Gabriel gave Muhammad the Quran. Hey, that's lying on Gabriel, man. Gabriel mad as hell. Gotta be mad as hell, man. And now they saying that Gabriel committed adultery. Nah. When Joseph was promised to Mary and they laid together. That's blasphemy to the highest extent, man.
Gabriel's the father of the Messiah.
The father of the Messiah, yeah. Right. So now it's God, Gabriel. These are questions we gonna ask Christians, man. So now, see that? See that? He done missed the bus, man. Thank you, that precept about the race. Yeah, man. Because we all got to run a race, man. Yeah. Hey, man, Joel Osteen can't do it like this. He's not fully correlating the scriptures to what's actually going on. Everything is spiritual, man. See that? And then he got a second chance. Look at that. He missed the first bus, but he got a second chance, though. Hey, man. Let's bring that up.
Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9.
I'm going to tell you twice.
Right, yeah. The Lord, that's Job 33, man. The Lord speaketh once, yea, twice, and a man perceiveth it not.
Yeah.
You see that?
1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24.
Bring it up.
Know ye not that they which run in a race,
That they was what?
which run in a race,
Read.
run all?
Hey, they run like hell. That's what they running like, man. They run as fast as Usain Bolt, man. Read.
But one receiveth the prize.
But what?
But one receiveth the prize.
Right, one receives the prize, man. Only one is gonna get glorified, man. Read.
So run that ye may obtain.
Hey, so we gotta run so that we can obtain, right? So that we could get the prize that the Lord promised us. Because it's not just one of us that's getting the prize. If it be the Lord's will, we all gonna get the prize, man. We all gonna get our crowns, man. That's what we want, man. I want all the Akim to get it, man. And the Akwai, right? And the Banyam, man. Right? And the Bayathium, man. The whole Bayathium, all the houses of Israel, man. Right, Reed?
And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things.
Hey, and with that, we got to be temperate in all things too, man. Right? Got to have patience, man. Because if you got to pace yourself during the marathon. If that's the race that's being talked about. You think they wasn't having cross countries up in Rome? Everything that they got here, they got over there, man. Yeah, the Olympics, right? Keep reading.
Now they that do it to obtain a corruptible crown.
Corruptible crown. That crown, that bad boy got cracks up in it, right? So it's only dipped in gold, man. It's not even real gold, right? That's a corruptible crown, man. Right?
Brother in for a while.
And every man that strive for the mastery is temperate in all things.
Right?
Now they that do it to obtain a corruptible crown,
Right?
but we an incorruptible.
But we are what?
An incorruptible.
But we an incorruptible crown, man. Right? So we doing all of this so that we can get our win at the end, right? We don't want to go from the pot into a fire, man. Right? We want to actually have an expected end, the expected end that the Lord wants us to have. Right? Keep reading.
I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway.
You see that, man? So now, even with us preaching, we got to work harder to have the flesh under control, right? Because times is getting harder, man. The spirits is getting stronger out here. Everybody can feel it, man. Right? The nation is getting more wild, man. Right? Things is happening, man. So we got to control the flesh up in these last days, man. Right? So that we won't be a castaway, man. And with that, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Mashiach, Malak Yahshua. Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Fall off.
Well,
Fall off.
well,
Fall off.
well.
What we gonna do?
Take the kingdom.
What we gonna do?
Take the kingdom.
What we gonna do?
Take the kingdom.
Win.
Now.
Win.
Now.
Win.
Now.
How?
Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
Never how?
Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
Never I say how?
Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
Kwame Ashala. Kingdom of everything.
Kingdom of everything.
No surrender, no retreat.
No surrender, no retreat.
You gonna get this work, eh?
You get this work,
You
hey.
gonna get this work, eh?
You get this work, hey.
You gonna get this work, hey.
You gonna get this work, hey.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala. God.
VIP.
VIP.
Windy City Warriors.
Windy City Warriors.
Midwest Gladiators.
Midwest Gladiators.
HOI.
HOI.
To the Chariots fly.
The Chariots fly.
HOI.
HOI.
To the Chariots fly.
To the Chariots fly.
HOI.
HOI.
To the Chariots fly.
To the Chariots fly.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
God.
Shalom.
Whoa. Ha.
All praise family, Shalom. See us tomorrow. Back again, Kwame Ashala.
Oh, wait.